with today's weather, that may not be the case. But, Mike, I like the fact that, the Steelers have come here with or without Lamar Jackson, and they've won 4 of the last 5 in Baltimore, the last 3 in a row. And I expect them to do it again today. They're playing well offensively. We talked about what Mason Rudolph means to the team. I like the Steelers going over and with the points 24, giving the points 24-18.
Yeah, I'm going to go over as well. I think the Steelers are playing well. The way I view this game, I wouldn't be afraid of Baltimore if I was the Steelers with Lamar Jackson, but I also wouldn't consider it to be a layup without him, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely it does.
But I think Pittsburgh has found its game. I think it is sustainable, and man, this would be the year to get in the playoffs because I think they'd be capable of making some noise based on how they're playing. I've got it Steelers 19, Ravens 16.
These pros will donate $500 to the Light Life Rescue Mission for every black and gold touchdown scored this season. Now that's what makes a real winning team. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Shopping for a new or certified pre-owned car? Thinking Kia? Think South. South Hills Kia is Pittsburgh's home for all things Kia. Come see the all-new 2023 Kia EV6 all-electric SUV or the redesigned 2023 Kia Sportage, available as a hybrid or plug-in hybrid, or the fuel-efficient 2023 Kia Forte. See where value meets styling. Don't see your dream car on their lot? Ask them about pre-ordering from their incoming inventory. South Hills Kia, Route 19, Peters Township. Shop anytime at southhillskia.net.
Here we go, Steelers fans. If you want to create a winning image for your team while keeping employees safe and productive, then UniFirst can deliver for you. Every UniFirst uniform program includes comfortable workwear, on-time pickup and delivery, hygienic laundering, regular maintenance, and exceptional service. UniFirst also has all your facility and safety needs like sanitizers, floor care, PPE, and first aid products to help keep your workplace clean and healthy and your customers happy. At UniFirst, we always deliver because you always deliver. UniFirst is an official uniform supplier of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visit us at unifirst.com.
Did you know with STEM education, I can design a plan to build a bridge? I can develop a computer program to make cars safer on the roads. I can even research medicine to help find new cures. Steelers STEM gives me the tools I need to be a civil engineer, a software engineer, and even a biomedical researcher.
In partnership with FedEx, Shell Polymers, and U.S. Steel, Steelers STEM provides local students with resources and opportunities in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math.
To learn more, go to Steelers.com/STEM.
Saving money doesn't seem so difficult with a team of experts by your side. At S&T Bank, they make people their purpose, and that includes helping their customers make sense of their savings. When you open an account with S&T, their team offers personalized advice and individual solutions to help you reach your goals. They believe in people-forward banking, where it's your bank, your plans, and your shared purpose. It's a new year. What are you waiting for? Stop by a local office. Visit
app for the chance to win tickets to every Steelers road game next season, including travel, accommodations, and cash. Keep betting every week to win Steelers helmets, footballs, and jerseys for game day. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or older. Terms and conditions apply. Pennsylvania and New Jersey only. Visit betparks.com/Steelers to learn more.
With more than 100 diverse consulting offerings, Schneider Downs doesn't focus on what service to provide, but rather what problems they can help you solve. Tax and accounting, digital consulting and cybersecurity, risk management, and financial advisory. Learn more at schneiderdowns.com.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Hey, it's Chad Tyson at weekday afternoons. I have your deep cut requests, reloaded cuts from the DVE Morning Show, and the latest Steelers news, all for the ride home right here on WDVE Pittsburgh.
The Mike Tomlin Show is brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome to the Mike Tomlin Show, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Bob Labriola. Okay, Coach. Scared money doesn't make money has become the unofficial motto of the last couple of weeks, and it refers to approaching the game each week with an aggressive attitude. Is it fun for you to coach that way?
It is, because pressure is ever present, and so you're either feeling it or applying it. And that mantra, that mindset, is a means for this collective to apply pressure of these significant moments as opposed to feeling it. We're going to play and play to win. We realize the road is narrow. We realize there's very little margin for error. And in the midst of all of that is a beautiful opportunity if you're right-minded. And so that's the meaning of the mantra in an effort to control the perspective of where we are.
Is scared money doesn't make money the same as playing with nothing to lose in terms of attitude and approach?
It is. It's about playing to win as opposed to playing not to lose. And sometimes that includes calculated risk-taking. And notice I said calculated risk-taking, not gambling. Calculated risk-taking based on information and preparedness.
Okay, since you brought that up, when it comes to the in-game decisions you have to make, what's the difference between between aggressive and reckless?
Information. If there is enough information that you can make an anticipatory decision based on that, then you're not being reckless. If you're guessing, if you're hoping. Like we talk about it all the time in regards to trick plays. They're trick plays if you got no information. It's calculated risk-taking if you have information that reduces the possibility of what it is you're going to be running it against.
Well, like last week in Seattle, you went for it on 4th and 1 on the opening series, and the defense bailed you out. So where did that fall in?
That was just about setting an attitude or trajectory early in the game that we're here and we're here to win. We're not intimidated by the environment, and we'll take the calculated risk in an effort to do so.
What makes Mason Rudolph such an effective deep ball thrower?
Arm talent. It starts there. It was on his Oklahoma State tape. He and James Washington, man, the careers they had in Stillwater, Oklahoma, throwing the deep ball was really impressive. He's got arm talent. He's got arm strength. The trajectory of it is a very catchable ball. It's the physical things, and it's the mindset that he has.
The term bell cow isn't generally used to refer to offensive linemen, but if we were to use that term to be synonymous with the main guy, who is your bell cow on the offensive line?
I think it's quickly becoming Broderick Jones, to be quite honest with you. Although he is really young, he plays with a desired demeanor, and it is contagious. He took the fight to Seattle, and his teammates followed. So you don't have to be a Grizzly veteran or a gray beard to lead. I think he's finding his footing in that area, and that's exciting. It's very similar to the way that Marquise Pouncey matured through his first year as a player, and the things that we saw in him that eventually became captain worthy and things of that nature.
At your practice facility, you have grass fields as well as an indoor turf field available. You've never been one to be intimidated by weather, and so what goes into your decision to practice outside or inside?
If the ground is safe, we practice outside. And so as it pertains to rain, it's about slippage. And as it pertains to cold weather, it's about can we get our cleats in the ground? Because you have soft tissue injuries when you have slippage. As long as the ground is safe, we're going to go outside. It is always our desire to go outside because we have an outside venue. All the venues in the AFC North are outside venues. And so, we want to take the mystique out of engineering victory. And so we want to play in or practice in the environments that we play in.
If you're going to a game where it's turf, might you go indoors because that's turf, just to get you used to the turf?
Indy, for example, a couple of weeks back, certainly. We're playing in an indoor environment. We're playing on an artificial surface, and we have that type of environment available to us in preparation, and so we utilize it.
A final word from Coach Tomlin in a moment as we count down to kickoff, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers on the Pittsburgh Steelers radio network.
Okay, welcome back, Steelers fans, and it's time to get ready for another great game here in the Steel City. Well, but first, Jim, let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 46 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. Yes, sir, it's the Ford F-Series. They are the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. The best. Now, how about that young duo on offense? Now, that could be a powerhouse in the future. F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next chance to skip the trip. Thanks to Mobile Deposit, the easy way to deposit checks from your phone. The next way to split the bill. With Zelle, the app that lets you safely send money to just about anyone. Even the next contact-free shopping spree. Simply add your Northwest Visa credit card to your mobile wallet. It's all part of Northwest Checking, with 3 flexible options to fit your life. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com, member FDIC.
Building the best team of employees for your company is important. That's why you want to partner with the best team when it comes to their health plan. At UPMC Health Plan, our team approach includes doctors, hospitals, customer service, academic research, and health programs that work together with one goal in mind, providing your employees with access to the best care so you can get their best effort. Every health plan gives your employees benefits. Only UPMC Health Plan gives them partners in care. For more information, visit upmchealthplan.com/employers.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack. Thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Offs, excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling. If it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we're a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why? We understand and share many of the same Pittsburgh values: toughness, hard work, dedication. At the end of the day, the people who count on us care about one thing: results. That drives us, and it's why we win.
Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network. The Mike Tomlin Show is brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome back to the Mike Tomlin Show, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, today's opponent is the 13-3 Baltimore Ravens, and on Monday you said about them that they've been steamrolling people. What does an opponent have to do to prevent that from happening to them?
You know, you got to show up for the fight. You can't be intimidated by their record or reputation or the environment. Thankfully, we're highly familiar with them. I doubt that will be an issue for us. We've played them a bunch. We've been in that venue a bunch. We understand the underwritten rules of playing against them and some of their schematic things that are a little bit unique, their level of aggression defensively, schematically, the amount of design, quarterback run, and quarterback mobility things that they do offensively. And so, you know, we're just better positioned probably to fight that fight than most because of familiarity.
Is it fair to say that the Ravens try to bully their opponents?
That's true. But that's just our game. And I think that's what makes this rivalry what it is. I saw a couple of weeks ago, Patrick Queen said that a lot of people don't want to play their style of football. I agree with him. But I also agree in the fact that we play a very similar style, and styles make fights. And that's why this has always been such a highly anticipated matchup.
It seems that at this point, Lamar Jackson is the overwhelming favorite to be voted NFL MVP. What makes him MVP worthy?
13-3, first of all. The way he leads and engineers victory for them. But the cleanliness in which he plays, the prudent use of his mobility. He's their leading rusher, man. He's probably got 900 yards rushing, man, but he does it in such a efficient way. He doesn't absorb a lot of punishment. He makes good decisions. He spreads the ball around in the passing game, tight ends, running backs. He's got a new lead receiver in Zay Flowers. That transition has been very fluid. He does all the things that you want a signal caller to do. He's experienced, while at the same time he's not been beat up physically by the game. He's in that sweet spot in his career where he knows what he's doing, but he's still very talented and has experience to boot.
You talk about growth and development in players. What is his most recent, Lamar Jackson, what is his most recent area of growth and development?
And again, I'm probably, describing this from the outside in. I'm sure that they could tell you with great detail. But I think it is the prudent use of mobility. We say in this business, man, every meal is not a banquet. Sometimes it's just a snack. And over the years, man, his prudent use of mobility, his willingness to stay in the pocket, his willingness to stay behind the line of scrimmage and look downfield in the passing game as plays break down has matured and developed. And I think that's why he and they are benefiting from it. When he was young, man, you were concerned about him taking off and running. Now you better be concerned about him taking off and running and extending. And there's some challenges from an extension standpoint in terms of staying close to people downfield in zone and in mans. A classic example of that is in game one. We had him 3rd and 18. He escaped out of the pocket to his left and ran toward our bench. We had a bunch of guys in chase. He hit the brakes, stopped about a yard short of the line of scrimmage, man, and found Zay Flowers downfield beyond the sticks. They converted a 3rd and 18 in a 2-minute drill that kind of led to that sequence right there at the end of the half. We should have been off that field. But that's just growth and development in him and how he sees the game now and makes it increasingly more challenging. His legs are dangerous, no doubt, as a runner. But his willingness and his ability to extend and his full field vision in the midst of all of those things is increasingly more difficult.
You've referenced Zay Flowers a couple of times. He's a rookie, and he's leading the Ravens in targets and receptions by significant amounts. How do the Ravens utilize him, and what is making him so effective?
They do a nice job of moving him around. He's not nailed down in one spot. He's got really good football intellect. And that allows that to happen. He's good in the short passing game, screen game. He's a good route runner. He's good in gadgets. He's good down the field. I'm just highly familiar with him, obviously, because my son played with him at Boston College, man, and I just, got probably more exposure to him than the rest of the National Football League. So I'm not surprised by any of the things that I'm seeing from him. I saw it in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts.
To run the football successfully on the Ravens defense, who is the one guy you absolutely have to get blocked consistently?
I'll say two guys, Roquan and Patrick Queen. That linebacker tandem, they make a lot of plays. Oftentimes in this business, we say unblocked varsity linebackers make tackles. And no question that both of those guys are varsity. And so we better not stick on combination blocks or double teams too long because they'll run through gaps and make plays. We got to be cognizant of where they are. We got to get hats on those guys. And we're not going to have a run game unless we're on those two. And that's just the reality of it.
That's the Mike Tomlin Show, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Bob Labriola. Bill Hillgrove, Craig Wolfley, Max Starks, and Missy Matthews are next as we count down to kickoff. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
The Mike Tomlin Show was brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mornings with Randy Bauman and the DVE Morning Show. And Steelers football. This is WDVE Pittsburgh.
Buying a new or used vehicle can sometimes be stressful, but here at Colusi Chevrolet, we'll make your buying experience as pleasant and hassle-free as possible. Just knowing that you're dealing with a dealership that's been in business since 1918 and having a friendly, experienced sales staff can make all the difference. Hi, this is Tim Colusi, and we invite you to check out all of our inventory at Colusi.com. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles ready for immediate delivery. Find new roads at Colusi Chevrolet.
Chalk Talk, presented by Giant Eagle, is live from Market District in Robinson on 102.5 WDVE on Tuesday nights with Steelers tight end Pat Freiermuth. Stop out to win game tickets and meet our show hosts. Chalk Talk airs Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. from Market District in Robinson.
Sunday. You take a morning walk to pick up burgers and beers. You tidy the house for 10 fellow football fans. And your biggest chore? Loading the Bud Light into the fridge. It all pays off because nothing is as easy to enjoy as a Sunday full of football. And beer. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey everyone, it's Jerry Dulac here with Diane Ireland of Ireland Contracting. You know, reputation is everything. Whether it's talking about Pittsburgh sports teams or owning a roofing company, people place their trust in us.
Exactly. My husband Gary and I started Ireland Contracting over 30 years ago. We're proud of the work of our experienced crews, and we put our family name on this business. If you have an Ireland roof, you have our promise of quality.
Hey, I trust the Irelands, and so should you. Call for your free estimate, 1-800-NEW-ROOF, or visit IrelandContracting.com.
Football is all about protection. Helmet protects your head, the runner protects the ball, the line protects the QB. But what's protecting you? With Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace, you can protect. Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Hi, I'm John Henney, fourth generation owner of Henney Jewelers in Shadyside. When it comes to shopping for a diamond engagement ring, be sure you're getting the very best value. Before you think about purchasing a ring anywhere else, please stop in to Henney Jewelers to compare. Our friendly team will make you comfortable and never pressure you. We are confident we'll help you find or create your dream ring at the absolute best value. Stop into Henney today or go to HenneyJewelers.com to make an appointment. Henney Jewelers. We're your jewelers for life.
Coons put you right in the game this season with a scrumptious variety of foods for all your tailgate and game enjoyment needs. Be sure your game plan includes all-natural, certified Hereford beef products, exclusively available at all 8 Coons Market locations. Enjoy the best beef you can buy, as well as Coons' huge selection of other game day food favorites. Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer, and the area's exclusive home for certified Hereford beef.
Get the appliances you need right now at Don's Appliances. Don's has the area's largest in-stock inventory from top brands like Whirlpool and Maytag. Order today, have it tomorrow. Get guaranteed prices and free next-day delivery. Save 10% when you pick up. Visit DonsAppliances.com.
In a world of big corporations and impersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For a span of 7 decades, Mike Kelly Automotive has had one goal: to provide our community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. 70 years later, that's still the same. Families have evolved alongside us, and generations have graced our showroom floors. Join in celebrating 70 iconic years of Mike Kelly Automotive, a tradition built on trust and excellence. Come visit us today. Here, you're embraced as family.
The Pittsburgh Steelers play here on DVE.
To say that it's raining in Baltimore would be an understatement. Hello again, everybody. Bill Hillgrove, joined by Craig Wolfley, Max Starks, and Missy Matthews. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network Countdown to Kickoff show, delivered by Little Caesars, official pizza of your Pittsburgh Steelers. Order online during the Pizza pregame and get it delivered, or pick up in store from the Pizza Portal Pickup. Pizza. Today's game day weather report brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, we have been in dreary situations here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, but we've never been this chilly and this dreary combined. And Craig Wolfley, that's got to have an impact on the way this game is played, a game that doesn't mean much to Baltimore, but means everything to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, you're exactly correct, Billy. Look, all this slickeration, although what that means is less chance of trickeration or gadgetration. This is all about you balled up fist in the face football coming at you. You want to jump out there, and whoever grabs the lead has a big leg up, Billy, because if you can get especially the ground and pound going, that's going to be huge. Whoever controls the line of scrimmage, as it always is, basically, but certainly even more so today, you want to make sure that you are dominant in the trenches and able to establish yourself, because believe you me, you want to grab that lead. And let me tell you, field position is going to be huge. That means the special teams are going to have to come through big, whether it's punt team, kicking, all that other stuff. you've got to be able to establish better field position.
The Ravens, as expected, not starting a whole bunch of stars, including Lamar Jackson. So it's Tyler Huntley, fourth-year man from Utah, a one-time Pro Bowler, taking his place. Huntley's only thrown 9 passes this year, but this, as we point out, is not a day for passing, especially since Zay Flowers, the rookie from Boston College, and Odell Beckham Jr., 2 of their starting receivers, are not in uniform. So it's going to be a day when you run the football. And for Baltimore, Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, Melvin Gordon, and, of course, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's Najee Harris and his Thunder and Lightning partner, Jaylen Warren. And they put on a show last week. They both ran with a purpose.
Absolutely they did. And it was all downhill. What I loved was the epitome of it was that Najee Harris touchdown run, the rugby scrum, everybody getting in on the pile pushing, Pat Freiermuth, the tight ends, offensive linemen, they're all pushing in the same direction. And when you see that happening, and they grind it over 4, 3, 2, 1 into the end zone, I mean, that is a terrific like emotional thing for the offense, but for the defense, it is demoralizing, because when you end up at the bottom of that pile on your back with everybody rejoicing in Pittsburgh over the fact you just scored like that, that's a huge thing.
It's a bone-chilling rain here in Baltimore. Temperature 38 as we approach kickoff. Low of 36, but it's windy, 17 miles an hour. That concludes today's pregame show. Kickoff between the Steelers and the Ravens next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
On your phone, tablet, or computer, we're streaming 24/7.
Please log on immediately.
At DVE.com or through the free iHeartRadio app.
Joe, it's no secret that NSS Life has been providing a smarter, more affordable way to deliver financial security for families for a long time.
That's right, Bill.
Daily by appointment. Call today at 412-471-4535. Now's the time to climb higher, secure your future, and develop the skills necessary to become an iron worker. Earn good pay and great benefits while establishing an exciting career, not just a job. Apply today. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com.
Shopping for a new or certified pre-owned car? Thinking Kia? Think South. South Hills Kia is Pittsburgh's home for all things Kia. Come see the all-new 2023 Kia EV6 all-electric SUV or the redesigned 2023 Kia Sportage, available as a hybrid or plug-in hybrid, or the fuel-efficient 2023 Kia Forte. See where value meets styling. Don't see your dream car on their lot? Ask them about pre-ordering from their incoming inventory. South Hills Kia, Route 19, Peters Township. Shop anytime at southhillskia.net.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Get ready for the next game with the Steelers Preview Show, Thursday nights at 7. Mike Prisuta, Merrill Hodge, and Matt Williamson give you the best team coverage on WDVE Pittsburgh.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network presents Steelers Football 2023. Brought to you in part by Acrisure, the official insurance and cybersecurity partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By 84 Lumber. 84 Lumber is a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Bordis & Bordis, fighting for justice. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. For every touchdown the black and gold score in 2023, Clearview Federal Credit Union will donate $500 to the Light of Life mission. Clearview, your financial partner for a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org. By Calusi Chevrolet, serving the Pittsburgh area for over 100 years. By Ford Parts and Service. And by Don's Appliances, the area's largest in-stock inventory. Order today, have it tomorrow, where Pittsburgh shops for appliances.
This legal disclaimer is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the National Football League and the Pittsburgh Steelers for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of the National Football League or the Pittsburgh Steelers is prohibited.
Baltimore wins the coin toss. The Steelers will take the football and go left to right here in the first half. And it is raining, it's chilly, it's windy, and in all of those elements is our dear friend down on the field, Max Starks. Max?
Well, fellas, everything is nice and toasty down here. In case you were wondering, it's a balmy 37. The rain looks like it will never give up. But you know what? I think one of the things I look at, it's going to be a game that's going to be won on the ground. And having the Steelers come out first, set the tempo, set the mindset properly. Najee, Jalen, big moments from them today. This offensive line is something that you can take advantage of what they're going to do because the Ravens are resting a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys inactive today. I can't imagine Roquan and Patrick Cream will play a lot in this contest. Kyle Hamilton's already out of this contest. He's inactive. So take advantage of the middle of that defense. And then Justin Madubuike, yes, he'll have to dress. Yes, he'll have to play a little bit. But also another guy in the middle. So when you think about the middle front line of this defense, from Madubuike to the two linebackers to the safeties, there's going to be a sweet spot. But you got to outlast the storm to be able to make sure you take advantage. And they get to start off first, guys. So back to you.
Thank you, Max. Justin Tucker, the six-time Pro Bowler, will kick it off. First in the conference in touchbacks with 79. And Godwin Igwebuike, the fourth-year product of Northwestern, is a return man for the Steelers. This opening kickoff brought to you by UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Comes Tucker with a run-up in the rain and the wind, and this kick is a line drive. And Igwebuike lets it hit in the end zone for the touchback, and gives us the opportunity to go downstairs again to Missy Matthews. Missy?
Well, guys, the Steelers have won their last 3 meetings here in Baltimore, and Coach Tomlin said on his TV show this week, it's always 60 minutes of rock'em and sock'em robots between these two teams. We know the Ravens are resting a lot of guys, but in terms of their defense, lead the NFL in takeaways, sacks, and scoring D. Billy, up to you.
Thank you. Mason Rudolph at the helm. His pass efficiency rating, triple digits at 115.3. Najee is the running back, and Najee gets the call after they fake the end around. The ball came out, and he got it back, and he got a couple of yards in the process.
Oh, man, that was close to disaster, Billy. You take that handoff, and that thing shoots straight up in the air, and you can see Najee's like looking back as he's juggling the ball while he's going and trying to hit right up the hole there. It's a good job by Najee securing the ball when it's already in the air. Believe you me, to the right now, the early part of this, it's mind over matter. If you don't mind, the weather don't matter.
2nd and 8 at the 27. Rudolph goes to the gun, empties the set, is back, throws the little spot pass to the right side, and then is Najee coming upfield up over the 30, and he's tripped up as he gets to about the 28-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd and short.
That was Brandon Stevens coming up. A nice little flat pass. Najee leaks out of the backfield. He sits over there by the sidelines, and Mason goes through his reads. He says, okay, I'm going to check it down to Najee. Let that Iron Horse get north and south. And what's he do? Nails it for a nice gain there. You got, what, third one and a half?
3rd and a long one, we'll call it.
Okay, a long one. That works.
After Najee picks up, we'll call it 7 on that pass to the right flat. Empty set, 3rd and 1. Steelers in the rain and the cold are going to go for it. Here's the shotgun snap over the middle. The pass is caught out to the left numbers, and that is Deontay Johnson for the first down over the 35, the 40, and he's at the 41 for a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 1. Phillips, the weak side backer, made the stop.
What a nice job by you got Mason Rudolph sitting in the pocket there, and he's looking over. He goes through a couple of reads, but he sees Deontay sitting there in that little option route area, open window in zone coverage, and he's able to hang in there and deliver the ball at the last second. I didn't even see Mason step into it. Did that with all arm strength.
Rudolph under center on 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 41. Does a check with me. The Steelers are set. And the toss. He's juggling it, but he gets it. Najee cuts inside a block. Oh, this is Jalen Warren cutting inside a blocker. And he gets up over the 40 to the 41. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? Barely.
Ooh, got a little scrum going, too. Patrick Queen, Connor Hayward got into it. Oh, Hayward getting into a skirmish. I'd never heard of such a thing.
Oh, my goodness.
But again, you've got the pitch, and somehow I got to figure the weather's playing somewhat into it. That ball bounced off of Jalen a little bit. I don't know whether you got to take a little bit off the pitch or it's the guy's got to have a little softer hands.
We'll call it 2nd and 10. Allen Robinson settles left as a wing back. Bubble screen right, turning it upfield, and that is Deontay Johnson, and Deontay gets positive yardage over the 45, and he's tackled at the 47. After that 6-yard pickup, Deshaun Phillips, a 4th-year man from Illinois, weak side backer, makes the stop, playing in place of Patrick Queen.
Oh, we got a little hurry up now. Nice job. This is great. Pick up the pace right now.
3rd and 4 at the 47, shotgun snap. Rudolph is back in the rain, fires that pass over the middle, almost intercepted, broken up, intended for Allen Robinson, broken up by free safety Marcus Williams, who stepped in front of that ball, but it's incomplete, and so the punt team is on for the Steelers.
Well, Allen Robinson had an in-breaking route, and Mason Rudolph just threw that ball right in there, and you get a nice jump by Marcus Williams. Yeah, he sighted that bad boy and came down, tried to undercut it, and actually had a good shot at it.
On formation for Presley Harvin III, wobbly and short, signaling for the fair catch, and taking it for the Baltimore Ravens is Tylen Wallace, 3rd-year return man from Oklahoma State. From M&T Bank Stadium, the Steelers punt the ball 34 yards, but have to give it up to the Ravens. 11:37 to go here in the first quarter. Steelers football continues with a score. Pittsburgh nothing and Baltimore nothing.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of two-a-days, dedication, comeback wins, excitement, losing your voice, and passion. We are black and gold. We are Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
As the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game. Whether you're cheering on the Steelers at home or away, Ticketmaster has you covered. With Ticketmaster's interactive seat map, you'll get a 360-degree preview of your seat, so you can make sure you have the best view of those pivotal plays. Plus, the Ticketmaster app makes it easy to sell or transfer tickets if your plans change. And mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers. That's Ticketmaster.com/Steelers.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack. Thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Offs, excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
When minutes matter, will you know what to do? How to keep a heart beating, help in a bleeding emergency, reverse an opioid overdose, support someone in crisis. With basic emergency information and education, you have the power to help save a life. Learn more at minutesmatter.upmc.com.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Weather a factor. Let's get downstairs to Max Starks.
Guys, you were talking about the footballs earlier. Well, Mason Rudolph, you have a choice between the 12 footballs that you submit for testing. You can use weathered or you can use brand new ones. So Mason opted for 8 new ones with up to 4 weathered balls to try and get them into a mode because of this constant rain. You didn't want to bring the weathered balls in first, so that's why it's a little slick, because these new balls are trying to get warmed up for the game. Back to you guys.
Tyler Huntley under center from his 19-yard line. Now he goes back into the shotgun. Gus Edwards next door. Play action fake. He's running forward. Tries to turn the corner, and he's going to be hit and knocked down at about the 21-yard line after a 2-yard gain Isaiah Loudermilk, Alex Highsmith, the fourth-year man from Charlotte, tracked him down.
Well, you got to beware. Tyler Huntley, he can still run. All right, he's averaging 4.4 yards a carry in his runs that thus far over his career. The one thing he has had a problem with is taking sacks, and we'll find out if the Steelers are able to exploit that today.
Yep, he's averaged 2.1 yards a carry. Now he's going to throw the ball complete to the tight end. That is Kohler, and that is going to be a gainer out to about the 25 or 26-yard line. Eric Rowe made a quick tackle on the big tight end from Iowa State.
Well, a lot of it is going to be you got to play zone. You got to be able to read, watch in front of you. The slickeration of the field, how slick it gets, that the gription's going to be a problem today, and you got to see how these guys are handling. I'm sure they got some pretty good cleats on there.
Baltimore 3rd and 3 from their 26. Their first possession. Huntley in the gun is back to throw it, and he throws it down the near sideline, and it's juggled and dropped into and out of the hands of Justice Hill, who had a step on Joey Porter Jr. The back out of Oklahoma State just couldn't reel it in, and the punt team is on for Baltimore.
Well, Justice Hill ran a nice wheel route up the sidelines. Joey Porter reaches up, and at the last second, I think it deflected his vision. He didn't get a piece of the ball, but it certainly in this rainstorm, oh man, it almost looked like Joey from another angle got a piece of it, but regardless.
Here's the punter, Jordan Stout, the second-year man from Penn State. This is a good one because it rolls 15, 20 yards. Pick up the 11 by Calvin Austin III up to the 20, and he's tackled shy of the 25-yard line on the far sideline near the Steelers bench. And that will give the Steelers their second opportunity to possess the football. 64-yard punt by Stout, and that is his next longest of the year. 14-yard return by Calvin Austin III. With the score, 0-0. Here in the first quarter, we have 10:08 to go, and this is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every time you buy from CGR. The team there is your first line of defense to save you time and money with their shingles, Trex decking, and everything you need under one roof to get to the red zone. Located on Route 51 South and Ross Streamer.
Stop on down or get delivery at CGR Wholesale.
Imagine owning a home where you and your family can create memories. Do you think it's not possible for you? Think again. Phil Bork here. With Three Rivers Lending, you can achieve your dreams. Mortgage rates are starting to come down. If you're a first-time home buyer looking for the best deal, Three Rivers Lending is here to help. As interest rates go down, demand goes up, and so do home prices. Wait, and you'll be competing for everyone else looking for a new home. Now is the time to buy. Visit threeriverslending.com and invest in your future today. That's threeriverslending.com.
Buying a new or used vehicle can sometimes be stressful, but here at Colusi Chevrolet, we'll make your buying experience as pleasant and hassle-free as possible. Just knowing that you're dealing with a dealership that's been in business since 1918 and having a friendly, experienced sales staff can make all the difference. Hi, this is Tim Colusi, and we invite you to check out all of our inventory at Colusi.com. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles ready for immediate delivery. Find new roads at Colusi Chevrolet.
Whether you're at the game, at home, or at the tailgate, it's always the right time for DJ's Barbecue Ribs and Grill.
This is Tom Bradley. As a former coach for the Black and Gold, I understand the importance of making the right call. That's why my game time decision is DJ's Barbecue Ribs and Grill. With 4 locations across the region and legendary ribs, happy hours, tailgate specials, and catering packages. DJ's Barbecue Ribs and Grill is your touchdown for taste on game day.
This is Game Day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
Today is the 35th meeting between Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh. Coach Tomlin with a 19-15 edge, the second most meetings between opposing coaches in NFL history. Billy, up to you.
Thank you, Missy. The rain continues to fall. They place the ball at the 24-yard line after Austin's 14-yard punt return. Mason Rudolph in a scoreless game takes his spot in the gun. Najee stands to his left. Najee gets the call.
people down in front of him. I love that. You talk about having some ham-hockery going on there. That was some ham-hocks pushing some meat out of the way. Nice job by Isaac Suomalo.
Second down 5. Rudolph under center. There's jet motion left to right, but he gives it to Najee straight ahead, and Najee fights close to that first down marker. He's about a yard short at the 33-yard line, so give him a 4-yard gain before Deshaun Phillips, the weak side backer, can bring him down.
Another inside handoff, heading right up the A or B gap there. You got a whammer coming across. You bring a man across, trying to pick up somebody to wham, trying to trap someone, whether it be on the way to the end of the line or the end man on the line, whoever shows, and be able to run behind that.
Both Harris and Warren are on the field, but everything's in tight except the receiver to the boundary left. And it is straight ahead, and he's got the first down, does Najee. And Najee still is running. Are they going to have him down near the first down marker? Yeah, they're going to have him, his progress stop there, but it's enough for the first down.
Well, that was just what you call a quick hitter. That is quick a hitter as a quarterback sneak, basically, on that one. And the guy that you got to get some hands on, or actually you got to get under, is Michael Pierce, that 6 foot, 360-pound cheese whopper of a nose tackle, man. That guy is big and hard to move.
Steelers 2 of 3 on third down, scoreless. Steelers 1st and 10 at their own 34. Pistol formation for Mason Rudolph out of Oklahoma State. He wants to throw it. He's going to throw it to the left flat. Running with the football is Jalen Warren up the sideline to the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. They don't get him until he gets into Baltimore territory at the 43-yard line. He turned on the Jets, and
well, the Steelers go 13 personnel, jumbo, right, 1 back, 3 tight ends. So you slide Jalen Warren out to the flat, you throw a screen pass out there, and Gadzooks, Connor Hayward comes up, gets a big block. And then you go down the field, and you got Darnell Washington, and you got Pat Fryermuth getting blocks downfield. That's the way to set up a screen. That's creating outside leverage, and then have your back run outside that outside leverage.
23-yard pickup by Jalen Warren to the 43. And here's Calvin Austin on the jet sweep right to left, and he turns it upfield and gets inside the 40 down to about the 36-yard line for a 7-yard gain. Jet sweep right to left.
Oh, man, you'll like to see that. Calvin Austin taking that handoff, and for a moment I thought, well, with his feet, but no, he just turned it up. He got himself a nice little cut to the left, a cut to the right, or a zig and a zag, as Myron would say.
Give it 8 on the play. Second down, a long 2 at the
likes him. He's a starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I think Warren is a more dangerous running back. I think he hits the hole a little bit faster. They have to be very careful not letting him get into space for the Baltimore Ravens defense.
It's Najee Harris in the backfield now. Steelers come to the line. Second down and 5 at the Ravens 28. Rudolph to throw, has time, short pass complete to the 25-yard line. And scampering out of bounds with another first down is Deontay Johnson. As the Steelers move the chains again with 5:15 left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I think the Raven defense is not showing a lot of different looks. They're just dropping into base defenses. And maybe Coach McDonald is saying, hey, listen, we're getting ready for the postseason. We want to make sure all the new things that we do have, you see in game 1 when the playoffs start.
Especially since there is a possibility the Ravens could see these Steelers in the postseason.
Yes, sir.
Najee Harris will carry on first down. He pushes the pile forward inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. He'll get 8 on the play. Well, the Steelers coming up on the 9th play of this drive. Taking an intelligently conservative approach. No long passes, just short passes and tough runs because this weather is not built for the long ball today.
But the one thing you can do on defense is you can try to strip the football for any of the ball carriers for the Steelers when they have it.
We've seen the Steeler running backs juggle the ball a couple of times. Quick toss to Najee Harris. Cuts it inside the numbers at the 10, and it'll get down to about the 9-yard line. They'll mark him closer to the 8 with another Pittsburgh first down. It is 1st and goal after the Geno Stone tackle.
You have to remember The Steelers need this football game. The Ravens don't, but the one things the Ravens do are playing for, they're playing for pride. A team coming into your place, winning the last 3 times. You don't want them to feel welcome when they come into the building.
Mason Rudolph sets under center. First and goal, Pittsburgh from the Ravens 8. Najee Harris alone in the backfield. Triple tight end front for the Steelers. Gives it to Harris straight up the middle. Finds a small crease and squirms his way down to the 6-yard line for a 2-yard gain. Pittsburgh likes that triple tight end front. They'll put all 3 tight ends up front when they are in running situations. Not a lot of teams left doing that.
A lot of teams, they still have that old school mentality. Since week 9, they have the most rushing attempts in the National Football League, and they've kind of got back to their core. They got to run first, pass second.
Not let teams roll first downs. Well, right now the Steelers are taking it to them, and that offensive line is getting after it. Huge jumbo formation here.
Yep, first and goal at the 8. Najee, the lone setback, he gets the call. Hesitates, puts head down, and fights his way to about the 6-yard line for 2 yards, where it's second down and goal.
Brent Urban, the big 6'7", 300-pound guy for the Baltimore Ravens, shot a gap, got right in the face of Najee, and Najee just ghosted him. Great job by Najee. It's a nice job of Najee tucking that ball with 2 hands and then being able to make a guy right in your grill miss and get positive yardage.
Baltimore makes 2 substitutions defensively. Second down and goal at the 6. Najee to the left of Mason Rudolph in the shotgun. Huddle clock is down. He's got to hurry. Gets it off in the nick of time. Najee gets the call. Runs down inside the 5 and gets the touchdown from 6 yards out. Touchdown run. Najee Harris, his 8th of the year. And the Steelers draw first blood in the chilly rains of Baltimore.
Oh, this is all about power-packed football. This is all about the Iron Horse. Najee Harris taking it time after time, running right up the gut at the Ravens defense and showing again that desire to get in the end zone. Because, there's no dirt like pay dirt, Billy. And he just nailed a nice pay dirt right there.
The extra point try for the Boz is forthcoming. Harvin to hold. The snapper is Christian Kuntz. The kick is on its way. That kick is up by the dependable Boswell, and Boz on the year, 26 of 27. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone. Heinz, born in Pittsburgh and longtime partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers drive it down the field, do most of the damage on the ground, and take the lead. From M&T Bank Stadium, we have 2:36 to go first quarter with a score Pittsburgh 7, Baltimore nothing.
Hey, Steelers Nation, you could win season tickets for the next 10 years. That's right, 10 years. Enter BetMGM's Decade of Black and Gold sweepstakes on the BetMGM app and opt in weekly to increase your odds of winning. BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania and West Virginia only. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER in Pennsylvania and West Virginia.
At Giant Eagle and Market District, we know Steelers fans expect the very best. Whether you're hungry for the highest quality meat and seafood or prepared foods made fresh in store, you'll always find something fantastic. Additionally, our Giant Eagle and Nature's Basket brand products provide high quality options for all of your needs at a great value. Giant Eagle is proud to bring freshness, quality, and savings to Steelers Nation throughout the season. Here we go, Steelers. Think you have what it takes to be a part of a passionate team in a thriving industry? 84 Lumber is immediately hiring for a variety of full-time positions at its southwestern PA locations. 84 Lumber knows their successes come from their people. They prioritize growth by making it easy to pave your own path within the company. They are proud to promote nearly 100% from within and help you create a career that you are proud of. Take the first step to building the career of your dreams by visiting 84lumber.com/careers to apply today.
For the last 46 years in a row, Ford F-Series have been America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts, work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Hey, it's Chad Tyson, and weekday afternoons, I have your deep cut requests, reloaded cuts from the DVE Morning Show, and the latest Steelers news, all for the ride home, right here.
At all.
Yeah, that's not been part of our conversation. Conversation has been on the week at hand, framed up by the...
The Steelers march it 76 yards. Time of possession so far, almost 11 minutes to a minute and a half for Baltimore. And in that 76-yard drive, only 2 passes were completed. 2 of 2 was Mason Rudolph. The rest was on the ground. And they converted 1 third down. And from that point forward, it was all second down and move the ball. Here's the Boz with the kickoff. And it's going to be 8 yards deep in the end zone. Let's get downstairs to Max Starks.
Well, guys, you're talking about that drive and the lack of aerial assault in this weather. I don't blame you. But one of the key things on that touchdown run by Najee, Isaac Siamalu pulled, and he hit the Pro Bowler, Justin Madubuike, square in the chest, took him out on a counter play, and that created the hole for Najee to dive in for the touchdown. Defense 3 and out. Let's see if they can do it again based off of what Huntley's done. See if they go to the same type of effect with a run game. Back to you guys.
Here come the Ravens from their 25. 2-time Pro Bowler Melvin Gordon is the lone setback. From the Ravens 25, Huntley barks, turns. Gordon gets the call. Tries to turn right in and does and gets a couple. And then T.J. Watt sends him backward at about the 28 or 29-yard line. And he came to the near sideline, which is to his right. Let's see where they spot the ball.
They got, about 3 yards?
That's all.
Looks like. But I got, going back to that touchdown run, Max is exactly correct. I mean, Isaac Siamalu T-bone Justin Madubuike. I mean, it was just a beautiful hit. It's one of those that for an old offensive lineman like me, it almost brings tears to your eyes. It's so good.
Now it's an empty set for Huntley on 2nd down and 7. Throws it over the middle. The pass is dropped in traffic at the 34-yard line. Intended for Charlie Kohler, who's already caught a pass. He didn't catch that one because Alex Highsmith defended on the play.
Indeed. You got a little drop pass over the middle, a little option route into a zone window, and they drop it into Kohler, and Kohler just flat out dropped it. And this is one of the things that you got to figure is going to happen throughout the game. But right now, we've got no drops by the Steelers, although we had a couple bobbleations on handoffs and pitches.
Well, but you get the ball back.
We got the ball back. That's all that matters.
Baltimore 0 for 1 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 7 from their 28 shotgun snap. Huntley back, has plenty of time. Now he waits. Pocket collapses. He's in trouble. Throws a pass incomplete to the right flat at about the 41-yard line. The 26-yard line. Justice Hill was the intended receiver, but Ogunjobi decided that he'd put the heat in Huntley's kitchen, and Huntley just threw the ball, in desperation.
Indeed. Tyler Huntley said back there had to be 4 or 5 seconds easy. And as he's waiting for somebody to come open, nobody was open. And Larry Ogunjobi just put the rush on.
Punt formation. And that is Jordan Stout, the former place kicker for Penn State. Punt is taken at the 22 by Austin, up over the 25 to 30. Still on his feet at the 35. And let's see where they bring him down at about the 38-yard line. So the Steelers with the lead have good field position to start their 3rd drive of the game. 50-yard punt, 16-yard return, and from M&T Bank Stadium with 34 seconds left of the first quarter, Steelers football continues with a score. Pittsburgh 7, the Ravens nothing.
At FNB, we're proud to support the black and gold with game-changing technology like our top-rated mobile banking app and eStore, an innovative digital banking experience that makes shopping for and buying financial products and services as easy as an extra point.
No good.
No, I guess it's easier than that. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. FNB, member FDIC.
extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrissure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
Could betting red or black win you tickets to the black and gold? You bet with the BetParx Ultimate Steelers Fan Sweepstakes. Wager $1 or more on any casino game on the BetParx mobile app with a chance to win tickets to every Steelers road game next season, including travel, accommodations, and cash. Plus, bet $1 every week and you could win weekly Steelers merch like helmets, jerseys, and more. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or older. Terms and conditions apply. Pennsylvania and New Jersey only. Visit BetParx.com to learn more.
Terry Wirgenis here from the Gateway Clippers. Join us aboard our Valentine's Dinner Cruise for a romantic night out with your sweetie. Entertainment, dinner, and a chance to win a sparkly prize. Sales February 10th and 14th. For tickets, visit gatewayclipper.com.
Sometimes the biggest business challenges are the ones you don't even know you have. Schneider Downs helps clients solve those challenges. Tax and accounting, digital consulting and cybersecurity, risk management and advisory. Learn about big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
34 seconds left of the first quarter for the world's most complete selection of Steelers merchandise. Visit the official Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at shop.steelers.com. I see a lot of black and gold apparel in the stands, including the terrible towel. The Steelers Nation has shown up in Baltimore, despite the weather.
They have indeed, Billy.
Steelers from their 37. Shotgun for Mason Rudolph, but a run look. And the run is going to be Najee's. And Najee bursts through a crack up over the 40. And the Steelers are clearing the way for the young man from Alabama as he gets to the 43 for 6 yards on first down.
Well, indeed, one of the things you want to do is secure the ball. Obviously, that's what they're doing. But then being able to come off the ball and on the line of scrimmage dominate. And that's exactly what they're getting. They're moving people back. As Pat Meyer, the offensive line coach, Boss Hogg, I like to call him, the O-line coach, he said guys are winning their one-on-ones much more efficiently and more often, and that's what you got to have to win on the offensive line.
There's a fake toss, and rolling right, Mason dumps it off into the hands of Connor Hayward over the 40, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he turns it upfield and maybe gets another yard to the 44, setting up a 3rd and 5. Patrick Queen tracked him down.
Well, we got a little fake pitch going one way to Jalen Warren. Then you got a hide route with Connor Hayward coming across, and he gets dusted by somebody. Somebody popped him backwards, and then he just leaked off into the flat, and that's a little tossed by Mason just to get a couple of yards. Good move by Mason.
3rd down 3 at the Pittsburgh 44. Rudolph in the gun. Warren stands to his right. Steelers 2 for 3 on 3rd downs. Throws it down the left sideline for Deontay Johnson, and Deontay can't quite catch up with that overthrown ball. He was defended by 3-time Pro Bowler Brandon Stevens in his 3rd year out of SMU.
Well, let me just say this. You need to do that. You got to do that. You can't just keep pummeling away on the inside without making giving a threat to the corners on the outside and down the field. You've got to drop those safeties back a little bit. That's a good throw. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Steelers now 2 of 4 on 3rd downs. Harvin with the punt. And it's going to hit and roll inside the Baltimore 15, inside the 10, and be downed at the 7-yard line on the final play of the first quarter in the rain and wind of Baltimore. And it seems to me, after that 49-yard punt, that the rain has backed off a little bit. Probably not enough for Missy Matthews and Max Starks. Time to make the switch to the second quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Score rates up to 5% APY on new certificates of deposit. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next. With a score 7-0 Pittsburgh, this is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
At Northwest Bank,
We're here for what's next. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. The next backyard patio party host, thanks to lines of credit with competitive rates. Even the next thing to check off your to-do list, with home equity loans that let you refinance high-interest debt. Our home lending solutions can help make your dream home a reality. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The best game day action is at Get-Go, where you can game day your way. Grab a premium coffee before kickoff, load up on halftime snacks and drinks, and choose from enough made-to-order options to feed an entire team. Get-Go's menu is stacked. Let your cravings call the plays and order on the app in minutes while you cheer for the black and gold. Feed your fandom at Get-Go Cafe and Market, where every Steelers game day is better. Believe it. Steak or seafood? That's the question. At Haas's Steak and Sea House, you get the best of both, land and sea. Try our 6-ounce choice sirloin steak in 5 jumbo. And we mean jumbo. Fried shrimp that'll satisfy both cravings. Or add 5 jumbo shrimp to any meal you choose. If you want chicken instead, try our new chicken Philly cheesesteak, full of tender grilled chicken, topped with grilled onions, peppers, smothered in cheddar cheese sauce, served with endless fries. To find a location near you, visit Haas's with 3S's.com.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Fine 49-yard punt by Presley Harvin III pins Baltimore back to their own 7-yard line, and we're about ready to resume play here as we fight the elements. Rain and wind up to 17 miles an hour. It's been raining most of the day here in Baltimore. And there was a chance of wintry mix, but I don't know that we're going to see that during this game. That remains to be seen.
I'd seen a few snowflakes earlier this afternoon, Billy, but that didn't accumulate or amount to anything.
Yeah, it's apparently something happened on 4th down that we didn't detect, and so Brad Allen talked to the Steelers bench, and he soon should make a pronouncement to let us know what is transpiring as we start the second quarter of play in the elements of Baltimore. Steelers hopeful of a playoff berth, but they need to win today to start the process, and then beyond that need some help.
Well, it looks like the punt team might be coming back out.
And we'll just wait and see what Brad Allen has to say. Of course, the same crew was involved.
The 12th player did not get off the field by the kicking team. That 5-yard penalty is assessed as we start the second quarter. It's 4th down.
Well, that's why. But we're still going back deep into Baltimore territory where it's going to be 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to repunt it.
Yep.
Okay. So, the line of scrimmage moves back to the 39, where it's 4th down. And punt formation for Presley Harvin. And the deep man is Tylan Wallace, who stands at the Baltimore 15-yard line to our right.
I don't want to say it, Billy, but...
Yeah, bad things can happen on re-kicks, right?
Well, the great Ton Chilkin, our brother, always used to say bad things happen when you have to kick a second time. Let's hope and pray this is one of those times that he's wrong. Oh, man.
You're giving me the heebie-jeebies.
I know. I'm giving myself the heebie-jeebies. Gadzooks, man.
Christian Coons out over the ball. Harvin gets the good snap, punts it out of there. And this is going to hit short. Wow. And take a Baltimore bounce, lateral bounce at the 35-yard line. So instead of being back at the 7, they start at the 35. Yeah, that bad thing happened on the re-kick.
It did. Could have been worse, though.
The latest score is brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union, your financial partner for life. ClearviewFCU.org. Week 18. Tonight, it's Houston at Indianapolis. And that's an 8:50. 7:15 start. Sunday at 1 o'clock, Tampa Bay is at Carolina, Cleveland at Cincinnati, Minnesota at Detroit, the Jets at New England, Atlanta at New Orleans, and Jacksonville at Tennessee. Steelers have to root for the Tennessee Titans and also the Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 from the 35. And that's Melvin Gordon turning the corner and getting positive yardage up over the 40 to the 41, where he's tackled by safety Eric Rowe.
Wow. Melvin Gordon just took that handoff, and it looked like he was going to just run that stretch ball.
And if the run game is not working, it's going to be a lot tougher for these two offenses to get things going down the field.
And look, we talk about the weather today. It's not the first time the Ravens and the Steelers have had bad weather. You build the rosters for bad weather in December and January. Melvin Gordon on first down fumbles the ball, and Pittsburgh falls on it at the Ravens' 46-yard line. Well, we knew the weather would have an impact on ball handling, and it does first for the Ravens to their detriment as they turn the ball over with 13:28 to play in the opening half. Steelers ball when we get back. Pittsburgh up 7-0 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your fake
gaps. Just trying to get behind an offensive line, pushing, and even they were be able to get enough push there for it. Yeah, they gave him a first down. So all I can say is, you know what? It's kind of funny. Why weren't they doing this earlier? What were they doing coming out with 5 wide and so forth? I mean, that's kind of crazy.
Well, needed 4, got 4, did Gordon. So it's 1st and 10, Baltimore at their own 45. They go slot to the wide side left. And they run the ball with Gordon. And Gordon thoughts it comes out, and the Steelers pounce on it. The Steelers have the football. Larry Ogunjobi ends up with Melvin Gordon's fumble as he tried the right side.
With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
The North Shore Drive podcast is calling all Steelers fans to tune in for the Acrisure Fan Advantage. This segment features game day insights from Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Steelers insiders and reporters from ESPN, The Athletic, and other national sports outlets. Base painters, fantasy leaguers, and superfans will get a full picture of key matchups, stats, injuries, and who's most likely to win and why. Plus, we'll go deep into the Steelers mailbag for fans' hot takes. Visit acrisure.com/fanadvantage. Building the best team of employees for your company is important. That's why you want to partner with the best team when it comes to their health plan. At UPMC Health Plan, our team approach includes doctors, hospitals, customer service, academic research, and health programs that work together with one goal in mind, providing your employees with access to the best care so you can get their best effort. Every health plan gives your employees benefits. Only UPMC Health Plan gives them partners in care. For more information, visit upmchealthplan.com/employers.
Okay, welcome back, Steelers fans, and it's time to get ready for another great game here in the Steel City. Well, but first, Jim, let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 46 years straight, got the grit and strength to take on anything. Yes, sir, it's the Ford F-Series. They are the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. The best. Now, how about that young duo on offense? Now, that could be a powerhouse in the future. F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
We know that Larry Ogunjobi ended up with that fumble recovery, and they keep going back and forth on the official stat crew as to whether Miles Jack or Mark Robinson caused that fumble. But nonetheless, the Steelers have the ball at the Baltimore 45, Pittsburgh leading 7-0. Pete, we've got the shotgun for Mason Rudolph. Toss to the left. Najee, following blocking, turns it upfield, gets to the 40, and it gets knocked out of bounds on the far sideline near the Steelers bench. And let's see, is it a first down? Let's wait and see where they had him out of bounds. That Larry Ogunjobi fumble recovery was the Northwest switch of possession play. Listen to Michelle Michaels Monday for the cue to call in. Tell her the Northwest Bank switch of possession play and win a $100 gift card from Visa, courtesy of Northwest Bank, the team that brings you the next way to save like a champion. Go to Northwest.com. Northwest Bank for what's next. Steelers with a first down at the 35, markers down, and this will all be whistled down.
Wow, we got one of the Ravens was trying to get off the field, and I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
This was after Najee picked up 10 yards to get to 44 yards rushing on 9 carries.
And George Pickens said...
It was a snap infraction. Offense number 61. That's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
So they hit Mason Cole with a snap infraction. So back we go 5 yards to the 40.
You know, George Pickens walked by, picked up the official's flag, walked about 5 steps with it. Then I just see him drop it. I don't know what he's thinking. I just, for some reason, that just tickles my fancy bone.
Well, he was getting it out of his way. First and 15 at the Baltimore 40. Pittsburgh up 7-0. Trying to take advantage of a fumble recovery. They threaten the empty set, but Najee goes back to the right of Mason Rudolph. Low snap, but Najee gets the call, runs into stiff resistance. Is going to have to fight for about 2 yards down to the 38. And that's where he's greeted by Tariq Robinson, the rookie out of Ole Miss. 4th-round pick by the Ravens this year.
Well, Robinson was right in the hole, took that, was able to beat his man across the face and be able to make the hit there. Again, as we go on, the ball and the weather and everything, it's going to get slicker, and you've got to make sure you secure those handoffs and the snaps. You know, for Mason Cole, that's rough, being able to have to snap a slick ball. 2nd and 13, shotgun snap, big rush. Throws it into the screen area. Here comes Jalen Warren up the left sideline, inside the 35, gets down to about the 33 for 5 yards, setting up a 3rd down and 8. Brandon Stevens made that stop near the Steelers bench, far side of the field. Oh, they had a Mike fire. He had a blitz on the inside, and Mason had to unload the ball quicker than he wanted to. Fortunately, Jalen Warren was aware as Patrick Queen was right in the face of Mason, and Mason just dropped it off, but it didn't get the chance to get the hogs out on the screen pass. You get a kick out, you get a lane clear, and you get the peel man. Well, they weren't able to secure their blocks as well as they could have. Steelers 2 for 4 on 3rd downs. Baltimore shows blitz 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap. Rudolph is going to dump it off in the right flat. Warren turns it upfield, gets to the 31, and then gets stacked up and down. I can't tell you how important it is. They're saying the ball might have come out. Did it come out? They say it did. It did, and Baltimore comes up with it, and now we got post-whistle activity. Well, here's the whole thing about it. The point I was about to make. It's important to run to the ball today. You got to run to the ball all the time, but today is especially important. You never know when that ball's going to pop out. You got to make sure you're around the pile because they have a way of squirting out there when you get in this bad weather, inclement weather like this, and then you're on the sidelines there. Make sure you run to the ball. We were screened by Baltimore players on their bench near side of the field, but we do know that Arthur Millette did end up with a football after the hit by Deshaun Phillips. From M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore ball. Steelers football continues with a score. Pittsburgh 7, Baltimore nothing.
Wolf here for Caliente Pizza and Draft House. At Caliente, you can score a hat trick of 3 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $33.33. Get your Caliente Pizza hat trick at any Caliente location or online at worldsbestpizza.com. Caliente, the pizza of champions.
Some companies will promise you anything to get your business. This is Brian Murphy, owner of Easy Home Exteriors. We don't deal with high inflated prices. We just offer windows, doors, roofing, siding with fair, honest pricing the first time, every time. At Easy Home Exteriors, we make it easy for you with a free estimate. You don't even have to be home. Call 412-678-7008 or visit us at easydidit.com.
Hi, I'm John Henney, 4th generation owner of Henney Jewelers in Shadyside. When it comes to shopping for a diamond engagement ring, be sure you're getting the very best value. Before you think about purchasing a ring anywhere else, please stop in to Henney Jewelers to compare. Our friendly team will make you comfortable and never pressure you. We are confident we'll help you find or create your dream ring at the absolute best value. Stop into Henney today or go to HenneyJewelers.com to make an appointment. Henney Jewelers, we're your jewelers for life.
of Chalk Talk, presented by Giant Eagle, is live from Market District in Robinson on 102.5 WDDE. On Tuesday nights with Steelers tight end Pat Fryermuth. Stop out to win game tickets and meet our show hosts. Chalk Talk airs Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. from Market District in Robinson.
After you've been seriously hurt on the job, who decides when you're better? Who decides when your treatment is over? Who decides when your benefits are over? Who decides when your suffering is over? Insurance company doctors do. How does that make you feel? If the answer is not great, call Edgar Snyder and Associates today. They've helped injured people get the compensation they deserve since 1982. And remember, there's never a fee unless they get money for you. Call 1-800-94-EDGAR. Edgar Snyder and Associates is a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
So Warren fumbles that screen pass to the right. The hit was distributed by Phillips, and then Arthur Millette, former Steeler, pounced on it. Baltimore has the ball at the Pittsburgh 33.
And again, Billy, important to run to the ball because you want to protect your teammates. Sometimes you got to sheriff the pile. Sometimes the ball comes out. Make sure you run to the ball.
Justice Hill in the backfield. Shotgun snap for Tyler Huntley. Play action fake. He wants to throw it. Now he's chased, coming to the near sideline. They converge on him, and he throws the ball to the near sideline. Was it caught? No, it's out of bounds in front of the Baltimore bench, intended for Justice Hill. Good job by Landon Roberts to put the heat in the kitchen.
And you also had Alex Highsmith, who got leverage on the outside, prevented Tyler Huntley from breaking to the outside of the pocket, chased him back to the inside, and was also able to create pressure and get after it. And good job.
The ball hit the surface, but his foot was out of bounds, and so the pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 33. Shotgun snap. He wants to throw it again. Pocket collapses. Now Huntley is going to run the ball right up the gut, and he's going to be hit and down at the 40 after a 7-yard gain. And a good job by the Steelers to converge on him, including Captain Cam.
Exactly so. Landon Roberts, we had Mike Fire. He came in, he blitzed up from his left linebacker, inside linebacker position there. They picked him up, and then you had Tyler Huntley was able to find, as he climbed the pocket, looking downfield, you realize, okay, got nobody open, able to get some positive yardage, and it was Captain Cam that got the JOP, jumped on the pile.
Shotgun on 3rd and 3. Huntley is back with his snap, fires it over the middle. The pass is caught for the first down at the 44-yard line, and that is going to be in front of Eric Rowe, and that is Isaiah Likely there, starting tight end, to pick up the first down for Baltimore.
Well, ever since Mark Andrews went down, their tight end, Isaiah Likely has picked it up. He's averaging about 5 targets a game, and he's over the last 4 games or so, he's caught 4 TD passes and about 250 yards in receptions. So they've not missed a beat with Isaiah Likely as a tight end.
Now Gus Edwards, their starting tailback, is on the field. 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 44. Play action fake. Oh, I mean to say Mark Robinson was in the grill of Tyler Huntley before he even seemed to have the football.
Oh, what a blitz by Mark Robinson came in. I'm telling you what, he shot the gap, and he was so quickly upon Tyler Huntley. I don't think Huntley even realized he was there. He was under center, so his back was to Robinson, and then he turned around and it was like, hello, I'm about to splat you.
For an 8-yard loss, back to the 36, where it's 2nd down and 18. Baltimore in the 2nd quarter, with the clock winding to the 9-minute mark, trails Pittsburgh 7-0. Huntley goes shotgun, the 4th-year product of Utah, is back to throw it. Screen pass to the left. It's pulled in by Justice Hill. Justice Hill comes up to the 40 for a 4-yard gain, and that was a good job by Miles Killebrew to bring him down.
What a nice job. You watch a screen pass, little dump off there. You got Joey Porter as the outside man setting the edge. Then you come Chandon Sullivan, and who was it? Miles Killebrew. That's right, came up, made the hit. But that was nice. You see each man sectoring, creating his lane that he's defending, and then they did a nice job of pulling the string on the tackle.
Baltimore 1 for 3 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 14 from their 40. Shotgun snap. Huntley back, chased out of the pocket. T.J. Watt in pursuit, dives at his feet, turns it upfield, and is going to be drowned at about the 47-yard line, halfway to the lead stick, down by Alex Highsmith. So the bookend ends for the Steelers. Do the job. The chase by TJ and the finish by Highsmith.
What a great job of effort. I mean, that's what it takes. It takes that kind of effort. Alex Highsmith coming all the way across the field. And I got to tell you something. Tyler Huntley got dropped, but Miles Killebrew was so close to getting hit on him.
Punt formation for Jordan Stout. And there's a marker down as Austin comes up and lets it hit behind him. It's going to settle inside the 5 and be down at about the 3-yard line by Baltimore. Let's see why the marker's down, back up at the 45-yard line. And it's going to be against the Ravens, it would appear, and this may have to be a re-kick.
Well, wouldn't that be nice? That would be justice, right? I mean, having the opportunity to re-kick, and the great Tunch Oken once said, and I, again, go back to his expertise, but it was all about bad things happen when you kick a second time.
I saw an official put his hand on his head. And so let's see what the penalty is going to be here as Brad Allen has a talk with his crew.
Well, when you take a look at
and eligible downfield, kicking team number 30. That 5-yard penalty is enforced. It's still 4th down.
Well, it was interesting because I'm watching the punter come off the field, and that's Jordan Stout, and the wind was whipping his sleeves like, wow, you don't realize the power of the wind and what's going on down there from the distance we are up here in the booth, in our nice dry booth, shall we say. But the fact was, the wind down there is pretty tricky.
How do those people in the upper reaches of the stands handle it?
I have no idea.
Back to the 41 we go. And a re-snap for Tyler Ott. And a re-kick for Jordan Stout. And this one is going to be a high hanger. And Austin lets it hit inside the 5 again. And it's carried into the end zone. And we got a marker flag. A marker down at the 46-yard line in Baltimore territory. And this is going to be a holding call, apparently against the Steelers.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Well, sometimes the bad thing that can happen to the other team, too.
That penalty stops the clock at 7:26 second quarter. Pittsburgh leading 7-0. Holding against the offense.
Wow.
And now a decision for Mike Tomlin. He's got some options here. Oh, you take the touchback at the 20-yard line?
I'd take it back.
No, they point the other way.
Oh. Can't make up their mind.
Is it offsetting penalties or is it a penalty against the Steelers?
During the kick, holding, receiving team, number 83. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. 1st down.
Connor Hayward with the penalty marker against him, and so the Steelers will have the long field challenge, but they do have the lead. From M&T Bank Stadium, 7:26 to go, second quarter. Steelers football continues with a score. The black and gold 7. The Ravens, nothing.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of two-a-days, dedication, comeback wins, excitement, losing your voice, and passion. We are black and gold. We are Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh. Its long and proud heritage is beautifully preserved in the awe-inspiring buildings that surround it, in the places where we live, where we worship, and where we play. One company has been awarded the challenge of restoring all that great heritage for nearly 75 years. Mariani and Richards, restoring the heritage, preserving the pride.
By now you see Mr. Water Heater trucks everywhere. That's because at Mr. Water Heater, we strive for same-day service. You'll talk to a real person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When the last thing you need to worry about is your hot water tank. And with our better-than-competitive pricing. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we're a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why? We understand and share many of the same Pittsburgh values: toughness, hard work, dedication. At the end of the day,
The people who count on us care about one thing: results. That drives us, and it's why we win.
Bordis and Bordis, fighting for justice.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
So instead of getting the ball at the 20 because of the holding call on Connor Hayward, the Steelers start at the 10-yard line with a 7-0 lead. 7:26 to go here in quarter number 2.
Oh, you could do a nice drive here, 7.5 minutes, put some points on the board, and go into halftime and get some hot chocolate.
So the Steelers had a slot set up, and now Deontay Johnson goes wingback left. He goes in jet motion, and the give is off the left side, and Najee turns it ahead and is hit quickly and downed after about a 1-yard gain. Let's go downstairs to Max Starks.
Well, guys, we're talking about a crazy turn of events when you're looking at just how the penalties have happened back and forth, slick conditions. It's not getting any better. It's actually getting worse. The rain's starting to come down really hard. So ball security is a key, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Hopefully that's something that guys are following through and following their running mates, whoever gets the ball in their hands, because it's going to matter significantly. Back to you guys.
Shotgun for Mason Rudolph. 2nd down 9 from the 11-yard line. Allen Robinson in the slot right, the wide side. Najee stands to the right of the quarterback. Here's the snap. He wants to throw it. He does, and Najee catches it up over the 16, runs to the right, and is tackled along the 16-yard line as he tried to turn the corner and could not because of the presence of the Baltimore defender. And that was Rock Yassin, fifth-year corner out of Temple, former Raider.
Well, you got a little check down action, and Najee got going a little bit too much, laterally. If he just needs to take that rock. If he could beat one guy, that being Rock Yassin, that he could get himself a first down there, but he got going laterally, and then he wasn't able to get north and south.
See, it was a 2 for 5 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 3 from their 17. In the rain and wind of Baltimore, Mason Rudolph barks from his shotgun spot. Gets the snap, hands it off. Jaylen Warren, head down, plows ahead, and he's close to the first down, but I don't think he made it.
No, he didn't look at a little inside handoff, get inside run there, and it came up just short. Boy, they are close, too.
Kyle Van Noy made that stop short of the lead stick, and so the Steelers punt team is on 4th and 1. Line of scrimmage. Well, they're calling it the 20, but he didn't make the lead stick. So Presley Harvin III in punt formation. Christian Kuntz with a snap. Harvin gets it out of there. It's a low line drive. It's going to hit in front of the punt return man and roll Pittsburgh way inside the Baltimore 30 and be down at the 29-yard line with 5:07 to go, second quarter. From M&T Bank Stadium after that Harvin punt of 51 yards. Steelers football continues with a score. Pittsburgh 7, Baltimore nothing.
Okay, welcome back, Steelers fans, and it's time to get ready for another great game here in the Steel City. Well, but first, Jim, let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town. Been the best for 46 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. Yes, sir, it's the Ford F-Series. They are the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. The best. Now, how about that young duo on offense? Now, that could be a powerhouse in the future. F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At Giant Eagle and Market District, we know Steelers fans expect the very best. Whether you're hungry for the highest quality meat and seafood or prepared foods made fresh in store, you'll always find something fantastic. Additionally, our Giant Eagle and Nature's Basket brand products provide high-quality options for all of your needs at a great value. Giant Eagle is proud to bring freshness, quality, and savings to Steelers Nation throughout the season. Here we go, Steelers.
I'm Jamie Bordis. At Bordis & Bordis, we're a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why? We understand and share many of the same Pittsburgh values: toughness, hard work, dedication. At the end of the day, the people who count on us care about one thing: results. That drives us, and it's why we win.
Bordis and Bordis, fighting for justice.
Saving money doesn't seem so difficult with a team of experts by your side. At S&T Bank, they make people their purpose, and that includes helping their customers make sense of their savings. When you open an account with S&T, their team offers personalized advice and individual solutions to help you reach your goals. They believe in people-forward banking, where it's your bank, your plans, and your shared purpose. It's a new year. What are you waiting for? Stop by a local office, visit stbank.com, or call 800-325-2265 today.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
When the game ends, the analysis just gets started. Randy Bauman and the DVE Morning Show bring you the best coverage all week that takes you to the next game on your Steelers flagship. WDVE Pittsburgh.
So that 51-yard punt puts Baltimore at their 29-yard line. 1st and 10. They trail 7-0. 5:07 left of the second quarter. They move right to left here in the second quarter. Tyler Huntley in the shotgun.
I was like, wow, I've never been here.
Slot to the left side. And his running back is Gus Edwards, and he gets maybe a yard, maybe 2 up to the 31. Where Isaiah Loudermilk, the third-year defensive end out of Wisconsin, makes the stop for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Again, Isaiah Loudermilk doing some good work down in the trenches, able to come off, disengage off that block after holding the point, and make the hit, bring his man down. You love to see growth. Right now, 2 of them checked out. That would be Isaiah Loudermilk and Mark Robinson. Both young guys that hopefully will develop even more in the future because I think they got good upsides.
Give Edwards a yard. It's 2nd down and 9 from the 30. Shotgun snap. Huntley dumps it over the middle. Quick tackle at the 33-yard line on Justice Hill by Eric Rowe. The ball seemed to come out, and they're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Oh, it's a check down. And Eric Rowe had this thing measured. He saw this. He watched it. He pounced on it. And what a wham that was. That's got to hurt. I can tell you, when you play in frigid, cold weather like this, shots like that, it's like you feel a glass breaking.
And the rain's gotten heavier, and the wind is up to 20 miles an hour here in Baltimore. They have a 3rd down and 9 from their 30. They're 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. They trail 7-0. Huntley in the gun, double slot to the short side left. He's back. Huntley has time, pumps, throws it down the field, and the pass is caught at the 47-yard line by Laquan Treadwell, 7th-year man out of Ole Miss.
Wow, an out-breaking route by Laquan Treadwell breaks out across the numbers, and you had a situation where Tyler Huntley had a lot of time back in the pocket, threw the ball, and that was quite a ways down the field, and Chandon Sullivan was right there, as was Pat Pete, playing over the top as a safety.
17-yard pass play, Huntley to Treadwell at the 47 in Baltimore territory. The Ravens have a 1st down. Shotgun. This time they're going to run the ball, and getting it forth into the secondary. Running with the football is Gus Edwards. He's down inside the 30, and he's tackled at about the 20-yard line by Eric Rowe. It looked like that play would only go for about 5 or 6 yards, and all of a sudden, Edwards was on his way.
Indeed, got that inside handoff, and Gus Edwards behind, a little power blocking by his offensive line. Got a block on Mark Robinson, was able to get north and south, and Eric Rowe came off the field. Looked like something happened there, like he was hurt.
29-yard run, 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 25. Edwards does the job. And this time he's hit in the backfield, and down he goes. T.J. Watt got on top of Edwards before he could get started.
Oh, man, T.J. Watt showing why he could be the defensive player of the year. That takes craft. That takes instinct. You've got to know the game plan, and he beat the trap man. The trap's coming at him. He measures it up, and he ducks around it and is able to get face up on the running back and bring him down. Excellent play.
2-yard loss, 2nd down 12 at the Pittsburgh 27. Baltimore down 7-0, threatening to get into scoring territory here. Huntley in the gun, gets the snap, big rush, throws that ball down the field, and it is caught inside the 10, and down there for a touchdown comes tight end Isaiah Likely. He fought his way into the end zone, from 27 yards out, and Baltimore in position to tie this game up.
Well, that was a little in-breaking route by Isaiah Likely, running down the field, caught that ball, and did a good job of staying on his feet, breaking a couple tackles. Right there is what happens also when you get the jerseys and everything else get slick, and it's hard to hang on to guys. And certainly right there's a couple of passes, and it should be noted, I think the wind was at their back as they were on this last drive.
That is Huntley's longest completion of the year, and Huntley gets his third touchdown passing, and Baltimore ties it with Tucker's point after. And give Baltimore credit, they march it right down the field. They have a 17-yard completion and then 27 yards to Likely for the touchdown. 6 plays, 71 yards, 2:48 off the clock, and they do it through the air. Let's get downstairs to Max Starks.
That drive was too easy, guys. When you're talking about having Tyler Huntley kind of feel comfortable in the pocket, even though the Steelers were providing pressure, because of the slick conditions, you saw guys kind of slipping out of the breaks, and Isaiah Likely just Superman's into the end zone from about the 4-yard line with help by a kickstand of his left arm, pushing himself in there. But for the Steelers defense, this is that get near. You talk about the get near and the get there, that guys, too much get near, not enough get there in this one. So I think for the Steelers, this kind of awakened them, this offense, missing by a yard or two. I think that not going for it on fourth down about a half a yard is one of those things they're probably not going to do moving forward. I think you have to go for it. Now this game is back to an all-square game. Back to you guys.
71 yards, 6 plays, but 2 big pass plays of 17, 27 yards for the touchdown. Likely's 5th reception for a score this year, and as we said, Huntley's 3rd thrown.
Well, like I said, ever since Mark Andrews went down, they have not missed a beat with Isaiah Likely. He has really picked up the lag in receptions there.
He was a 4th-round pick out of Coastal Carolina. This kickoff is going to go and settle at the 5, and the Steelers are going to have to down it there. And now, well, let's see why the marker is down. Yeah, Godwin Igwebuike touched it while he was out of bounds, and this, I believe, is going to turn out to be a very smart play for the running back and kick returner for the Steelers.
You got to be kidding me. What a great presence of mind.
Kickoff out of bounds for the kicking team. First down.
He's out of bounds. When he touches the ball, it's out of bounds.
He does a push-up position, reaches out from the out of bounds, and touches the ball. And let me tell you something. That's all Danny Smith, baby. That is Danny Smith doing what he needs to do to make sure he's got educated people out there. That is really a significant play.
So the Steelers get the ball in decent field position in a tie game. This season, the law firm of Bordas & Bordas will make a $500 donation to the Ronald McDonald House for every sack by the Steelers defense this preseason and regular season. Well, that Steelers defense has collected 53 sacks so far this season, and Bordas & Bordas is on pace to donate $26,500 to the Ronald McDonald House. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. The Steelers start from their 40-yard line thanks to a genius of a play for Godwin Igwebuike. And the Steelers show a little razzle-dazzle, and they have Warren plunging ahead off that razzle-dazzle for about 5 yards up to the 45, where Justin Matabuke, who's having a great year at defensive tackle, made the stop for Baltimore. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning timeout. With the scores 7-7, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Planting a tree, putting in a new sprinkler system, digging a trench, no matter the project. If it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law, and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at PA1call.org. PA1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every time you buy from CGR. The team there is your first line of defense to save you time and money with their powerful fleet of delivery trucks. And you can score big with Provia siding, going scoring shingles, Trex decking, and everything you need under one roof to get to the red zone. Located on Route 51 South and Ross Streamer.
Stop on down or get delivery at CGR Wholesale.
Football is back, but you never have to go without great-tasting soft collagen water. From the world's most efficient water softeners and reverse osmosis drinking water systems to bottled water delivery for your home or office, Collagen water should be available 24/7. So start with a free water test and let Collagen make a recommendation that's right for you and your budget. Buy, rent, or finance. All from about $1 a day. Call your local Collagen dealer or visit collagen.com. Limited time offer from your participating dealer.
For the last 46 years in a row, Ford F-Series have been America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts, work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
For the 2-minute warning of the first half, a tied game, 7-7 Steelers and Ravens. Guys, an injury update. Eric Rowe just left the blue tent. He sustained a neck injury, so his return to the game is questionable. You were talking about the rain, the wind, all of it. You know the capes the guys get to wear to keep warm. Miles Jack had one over by the heater.
7 tie. And we got a toss to the left, and that is Jalen Warren into a crowd, and it's going to end up a minus play because too many purple shirts were around the football, including Jeremiah Moon, just called up yesterday from the practice squad, and Patrick Queen combining on the stop.
Well, part of the problem is you got to pin people on the outside there to create that lane. You got to get somebody kicked out, pin the inside guys, and they didn't get that to the level that they wanted to. And certainly it's a little troubling now. Eric Rowe, another safety, Billy, has got a shoulder and neck problem there.
So the Steelers, 2 for 6 on third downs, have a 3rd and 6 from their 44. Empty set for Mason Rudolph. Gets the snap, 4-man rush. Throws it to the left sideline. It's pulled in for a first down by Pat Fryermuth. Runs in front of the Steeler bench up near midfield and is tackled by Marcus Williams at the Baltimore 43-yard line.
What a nice job by Pat Fryermuth. You're on the inside there. You got Kelvin Austin going a little bit deep, and you go long, go short, and you break it to the outside. And Mason hit him exactly there, right along the sidelines, and he turned up and got it going north and south there for a first down.
13-yard pass play between Mason and the Muth to the 43 of Baltimore, where it's 1st and 10. The clock at 1:10. And there's a check down, and running to the 40-yard line with that reception is Jalen Warren for only 3 yards because Deshaun Phillips was able to run up his back.
Yeah, but you watch. You keep doing that check down, because at some point he could break one.
2nd down, 7 from the 40, no huddle. Shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Check down in the middle. That's Warren fighting his way for the first down at the 28-yard line. He fought his way and got that lead stick.
How about that? You get the check down. Like I said, you keep throwing it because sooner or later Jalen Warren's going to pop one of those. One of those linebackers is going to be missed. And by the way, that was unbelievable that Mason got that off. He had a guy grabbing his shoulder, his throwing arm. Van Noy. Grabbing his shoulder as he's throwing the ball. What a great job of concentrating. And Mason Rudolph, by the way, is 13 of 15, 69 yards. I understand you're not going to have many yards here because of the weather.
The Steelers on 3rd down are now 3 of 7. Baltimore's 2 of 4. We're tied at 7, but the Steelers on the march have a 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 33. They call their first timeout at 43 seconds left of the second quarter. Baltimore will get the ball to start the 3rd.
I can only tell you Jalen Warren is going to be important come the second half. Certainly because of the fact that he is elusive. He's also powerful. He's got good hands. He's a perfect check down guy for Mason Rudolph.
Shotgun. Blitz. Back is Rudolph. And he tries to throw the pass, and it's loose, and the Steelers fall on it. Are they going to call it a fumble? Yeah, they call it a fumble. Wow. It's a good thing Dan Moore fell on it, but the Steelers lose yardage back to the 42.
Wow, this is stuff that you expect on nights like this, trying to unload that ball. You got a big pass rush coming around, and you can see Jadeveon Clowney got to Mason Rudolph. Mason tried to unload it, but that ball was up in the air.
Charge timeout. Pittsburgh.
So, They stop the clock at 25 seconds, but they lose 9 yards, and it's going to be second down and 19 at the Baltimore 42-yard line.
Mason tried to shot put it, and he's got gloves on, and those gloves are probably soaked.
They added 6 seconds and made it 31 on the game clock.
How about Dan Moore jumping on that slick pigskin?
Oh, my.
Did you ever try to grab a grease pig? Well, that's what that ball is like out there now.
6-year man from Michigan saves the day, but the Steelers lose 9, and right now would be out of range for LaBaz.
Billy, you never tried to grab a grease pig? Come on, what'd you do in your childhood, man?
I don't. But the Steelers call their second timeout to stop that clock at 31 seconds. In a 7-7 tie, the Steelers would like to score here, but they've got to make a big play or two to get in position for that. Yeah, I think Mike Tomlin is chewing at the officials on the far sideline. He thought it was an incomplete pass, but the officials ruled it was a fumble by Mason Rudolph.
Well, at some point in time, you got to figure, you would think some of the screens that the Steelers occasionally employ is going to come to bear.
Steelers go empty set. Shotgun snap on 2nd and 19. He throws it down the field, and the Muth has it at the 35-yard line for a 7-yard gain, setting up a 3rd and 12. The clock winds to 22 seconds, 21. The Steelers have to hurry up to try to get a playoff here. On a 3rd and 12. The Steelers on 3rd downs, 3 of 7. Shotgun snap. He's back. He goes to check it down. The ball came out, and Baltimore falls on it at the 36-yard line. He had the ball back to try to throw it, and it was Broderick Washington who knocked it loose. No, he recovered the ball, but somebody knocked it loose as the arm was cocked. It was Kyle Van Noy who knocked the ball loose, and Washington falls on it, and Baltimore keeps it a tie game.
Van Noy got the edge on Danny Moore and was able to come around and chop the arm of Mason Rudolph. And Mason, that ball just squirts out. He didn't have a chance. Didn't even see him at all. That's to his blind side. So unfortunate.
5 seconds to go, so Tyler Huntley will take the knee, and Baltimore gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter, and things were looking promising when the Steelers had a 1st and 10 at the 43, but then it was disaster striking.
No question about it.
2 fumbles, 1 recovered by the Steelers, and then 1 recovered by Baltimore.
Yeah, that is just really, it's unfortunate. Kyle Van Noy, again, getting that edge. And when you get that edge like that and you come into the blind side on the quarterback, he doesn't see you at all.
That's the end of the half with the knee down. And at the end of the 2nd quarter, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. With a score of 7-7 on an ugly day in Baltimore, the UPMC Halftime Report is up next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
At PNC, we're proud to call the Steelers our team and Pittsburgh our home. But every home comes with some house rules. Like Rule 62, say hello to game day.
And here comes the kickoff.
And goodbye to your voice. And Rule 5, we never throw in the towel, only wave it. Or Rule 78, a Steelers jersey goes with everything. And finally, Rule 37, give your wallet a black and gold upgrade. With the Pittsburgh Steelers PNC Bank Visa debit card in your wallet, you can bring the pride of Pittsburgh wherever you go. To learn more, visit pnc.com/SteelersCard. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and is used under license. Copyright 2023, the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc., all rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. The Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network presents Steelers Football 2023. Brought to you in part by Edgar Snyder and Associates. They're always looking out for you in this imperfect world. Before you talk to the insurance company, find Edgar. By First National Bank. Let's get started. Member FDIC. By your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By S&T Bank. Proudly serving our community since 1902. stbank.com. S&T M&T Bank member FDIC. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. By Pepsi. Steelers watching is better with Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink sponsor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By PNC, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com. And by UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wesley Euler with you here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, a wet M&T Bank Stadium at halftime. It's the Steelers 7, the Ravens 7. The Steelers first half recap is brought to you by PNC Bank, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's been about what you would expect in this weather. A little ugly, 3 turnovers between the two teams. The Steelers did strike first late in the first quarter. A nice drive, 12 plays, 76 yards, capped by this Najee Harris 6-yard touchdown run.
Najee gets the call, runs down inside the 5, and gets the touchdown from 6 yards out. Touchdown run, Najee Harris, his 8th of the year, and the Steelers draw first blood in the chilly rains of Baltimore.
That was with about 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and then really a lot of stalemate, back and forth for the majority of the second quarter until just before the 2-minute warning, just what Baltimore needed, a 6-play, 71-yard drive of their own. Isiah likely 27 yards out for the touchdown from Huntley. That tied things up at 7 apiece, and that is where we are. The Steelers with a chance there at the end of the half to maybe get a field goal, but a fumble, a strip sack of Mason Rudolph. Baltimore takes the knee, and we are tied at 7 here after 30 minutes. When we come back on the other side, we'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard, tell you some things to keep an eye on as we enter this final week of the NFL regular season. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
In a world of big corporations and impersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For a span of 7 decades, Mike Kelly Automotive has had one goal: to provide our community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. 70 years later, that's still the same. Families have evolved alongside us, and generations have graced our showroom floors. Join in celebrating 70 iconic years of Mike Kelly Automotive, a tradition built on trust and excellence. Come visit us today. Here, you're embraced as family.
It's a new healthcare choice in Western Pennsylvania, offering superb clinical programs and expertise that is available to patients locally. Combining the talents and capabilities of Excella Health and the Butler Health System, Independence Health System now becomes one of the largest in our region. At Butler Health System and Excella Health, we've changed our name, but not our commitment to provide outstanding patient experience and outcomes, and to change the landscape of healthcare in Western Pennsylvania.
It's Craig Wolfley from my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Some of the greatest Pittsburgh All-Stars are the banking team at Clearview. Clearview is always upping their game for those in need. Through Touchdowns for Hope, these pros will donate $500 to the Light of Life Rescue Mission for every black and gold touchdown scored this season. Now that's what makes a real winning team. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every time you buy from CGR. The team there is your first line of defense to save you time and money with their powerful fleet of delivery trucks. And you can score big with Provia siding, going scoring shingles, Trex decking, and everything you need under one roof to get to the red zone. Located on Route 51 South and Ross Streamer.
Stop on down or get delivery at CGR Wholesale.
Randy Baumann Mornings and Steelers Football, DVE. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Hey, Chad Tyson, a weekday afternoons. I have your deep cut requests, reloaded cuts from the DVE Morning Show, and the latest Steelers news, all for the ride home right here on WDVE Pittsburgh.
30 minutes in the books here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. It is Pittsburgh 7, Ravens 7 at the half. Let's take a look at the NFL scoreboard. It's brought to you by Number One Cochran, the preferred automotive dealer group of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rest of the league looks like this. One other game tonight, Houston and Indianapolis. Obviously, massive implications for the AFC wildcard picture in that one. If you're a Steelers fan, you're rooting for a tie between the Colts and the Texans tonight. Tampa Bay, Carolina, big one tomorrow for Tampa Bay to try and stay in the NFC playoff picture. That's at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Atlanta and New Orleans, the Saints still fighting for some playoff life. Sunday at 1, also at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Obviously, the kind of start of the slate tomorrow to really look at if you're a Steelers fan. Jacksonville, Tennessee in Nashville, Sunday 1 o'clock. A Tennessee win with a Steelers win here tonight would get the black and gold into the postseason. Denver and Las Vegas at 4:25 on Sunday, and then of course the big one, Sunday Night Football, Buffalo and Miami for the division title, for the 2 seed, and of course if Buffalo loses that one, that would also get the Steelers in with a win here in Baltimore today. When we come back on the other side, we'll break down the first half stats for you. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Buying a new or used vehicle can sometimes be stressful, but here at Colusi Chevrolet, we'll make your buying experience as pleasant and hassle-free as possible. Just knowing that you're dealing with a dealership that's been in business since 1918 and having a friendly, experienced sales staff can make all the difference. Hi, this is Tim Colusi, and we invite you to check out all of our inventory at Colusi.com. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles ready for immediate delivery. Find new roads at Colusi Chevrolet.
Football is all about protection. Helmet protects your head, the runner protects the ball, the line protects the QB. But what's protecting you? With Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace, you can protect yourself with high-quality health coverage at the lowest costs. It's open enrollment. Doors are open for Pennsylvanians to apply and enroll at penny.com. Enroll now. Special extension until January 19th. You're worth protecting at pennie.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Finding the right graduate school can be difficult, but with Seton Hill University, I've found my match. Whether I choose to take courses online or on campus, I have access to all of Seton Hill's resources, like career services for life. With so many programs of study, I can focus on what I need to advance in my career and in my life. I can be proud to say I got my degree from Seton Hill University. Learn more about advancing your career at setonhill.edu/advance.
Saving money doesn't seem so difficult with a team of experts by your side. At S&T Bank, they make people their purpose, and that includes helping their customers make sense of their savings. When you open an account with S&T, their team offers personalized advice and individual solutions to help you reach your goals. They believe in people-forward banking, where it's your bank, your plans, and your shared purpose. It's a new year. What are you waiting for? Stop by a local office, visit stbank.com, or call 800-325-2265 today.
This is Game Day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
The Ravens and the Steelers tied at 7 here at the halftime at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Let's take a look at the first half stats. They're brought to you by Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com. Individual stats here first. Najee Harris, 4 carries for 48 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Warren, 6 totes for 34 yards. Mason Rudolph is 14 of 16 for 77 yards. Did have the 1 fumble. Freiermuth leading the way for the Steelers through the air. He's got 21 yards on 2 receptions. Gus Edwards, 3 carries for 28 yards. Huntley, 4 carries for 15 yards. Huntley just 5 of 10 passing, but does have the 27-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Likely. Team stats, Steelers with 10 first downs there in the first half, just 5 for Baltimore. Steelers 3 of 8 on third down conversions. The Ravens 2 of 5. Total net yards, the Steelers 155. The Ravens 104. The Steelers really kind of having a lion's share of possession there in that first half, though. 19:36 with the ball compared to Baltimore's just 10:24. The Steelers ran 36 plays to just the Ravens 22. Thanks to Caliente Pizza and Draft House for feeding our crew today back at studio headquarters. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, 3-time World Pizza Champions and Best Pizza in America winners with 7 different locations in Pittsburgh. I'm Wesley Euler, and you've been listening to the UPMC Halftime Report. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll have the second half kickoff with Billy Wolf, Missy, and Max right after this. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Sometimes even the toughest of us need a little TLC. If you're a Steelers linebacker, that might be a jump in the whirlpool to let the muscles relax after a hard-fought win. If you're driving a Ford, it's a trip to your local dealership for the Works service package. Have your tires rotated and your pressure checked. Top off fluids. Check the brakes, the battery, filters, belts, and hoses. They call it the Works for a reason. And when your car is on its game, you can be on yours. Only at your neighborhood Ford store.
At First National Bank, you are the quarterback of your money. With a top-rated app that gives you more mobility in the pocket and Card Guard debit card controls, which is like having a 300-pound lineman watching your money's blind side. Plus, eStore, an innovative digital banking experience that makes it easy to score all of the products and services you need. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. FNB, member FDIC. The Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network presents Steelers Football 2023. Brought to you in part by Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation, by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. By Pennsylvania Lottery. Play online today for your chance to win. By Bet Rivers Online Casino and Sportsbook. Download the Bet Rivers Online Casino and Sportsbook app today. It's a whole new game. Must be 21 plus. Available in PA only. Void where prohibited. TNC apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. By Ford Parts and Service. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. By Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com. And by UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Baltimore will get the football. They tied the game up with that last drive, and the Steelers were driving to try to unsnap the tie, and then all of a sudden a couple of fumbles. One they got back, but they still lost yardage. The other one went the other way, and that drive was completely frustrated. The start of the second half brought to you by UPMC, the official health care provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wolf, your impressions of that first half?
Well, you know, my impressions are I'm so glad we were indoors, Billy.
Good point by you.
You know, the fact of the matter is protecting the ball is of the utmost importance, and field position, again, is going to be dominant in this second half. I mean, we're sitting here at a 7-7 tie. The Steelers were so close to being able to give the Boz a shot at being able to break that tie, but certainly right now you got to play good defensive ball.
It continues to rain hard as Boswell kicks it off for the touchback, and so the Ravens will start at their 25-yard line. First half, Mason Rudolph, 14 of 16 for 77 yards, and Tyler Huntley, he was 5 of 10 for 56 yards. He was sacked once, and Rudolph was sacked twice.
Well, they're going to have to get after Tyler Huntley here again, because he's done it both with his feet and with his arm, throwing the ball. It's not that he's killing him with it, but that one drive he put it together. Right now we got a hold up here.
Well, because
Huntley's helmet.
Yeah, he needed a helmet, and an equipment man rushed down that sideline, showing pretty good speed to get it to him.
Yeah,
it's going to be delay of game.
Penalty, first down.
So back to the 20 go the Ravens, because Huntley didn't have a helmet.
That's rather interesting. I wonder if they're having mechanical problems with the hearing, the earpiece where the coordinator can talk to him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know.
So it's 1st and 15 for the Ravens from their 20. Huntley under center. You're going to run it off the left side and cutting it back for about 3 yards. Gus Edwards at 6'1", 238 in his 6th year out of Rutgers, signed by the Ravens, coming out of Rutgers as a free agent.
That's a nice job of the Steelers showing again that defense where every man's got to man a gap. You got to set the edge. Alex Highsmith set the edge. Then you've got to have somebody in the C gap, the B gap, the A gap, all responsible for it. And that's how you shut down a run game.
Give Edwards 2 yards at 2nd down, 13 from the 22. And everything in tight. It's a run look for Baltimore. With these elements the way they are. Heavy rain, heavy wind. Shotgun snap. He wants to throw it. Big rush. And he comes forward into a sack. Back at the 18-yard line. That is T.J. Watt. And he had bookend help from Alex Highsmith.
Oh,
18 sacks.
18 sacks indeed. That was a great job. At first, Alex Highsmith comes off the corner. Nice duck under. He goes for the ghost move. And he gets Ronnie Stanley on that. The first time around, he tortured Ronnie Stanley. Ronnie Stanley gave up like 11 pressures to Alex Highsmith. But Highsmith gets him on this one, and it makes Huntley step up into the pocket. And then whammo, T.J. Watt slams the sack on him.
Justice Hill to the right of Huntley, 3rd and 16 in the gun from his 19, wants to throw it, deep drop, has time, surveys, rolls right, starts to run and throws it forward, and it's tipped and incomplete, right through the hands of the intended receiver, and that was Treadwell, the 7th-year man from Ole Miss, who didn't secure that ball, and it fell incomplete.
What I'm more disturbed about is that ball was El Kabonged up in the air, and the opportunity for somebody in the black and gold to be able to pick that off went over the top of Miles Jack. That would have been an awesome way to start the second half.
Jordan Stout in punt formation, and he punts it deep. Oh, my. And it's muffed. Austin picks it up back at his own 15-yard line. Comes up the left sideline and gets that yardage back. Up over the 25 to 30, and they knock him into the Steelers bench near the 35-yard line. From M&T Bank Stadium, Steelers football continues in horrid elements here in Baltimore with a score: Pittsburgh 7, Baltimore 7.
When minutes matter, will you know what to do? How to keep a heart beating, help in a bleeding emergency, reverse an opioid overdose, support someone in crisis. With basic emergency information and education, you have the power to help save a life. Learn more at minutesmatter.upmc.com.
We all need a little help sometimes. At Peoples, we want to make sure that you have safe net. Gas service. Whether you need help with we'll show you which programs you may be eligible for and how to apply. Learn more at peoples-gas.com.
Technology, but they also have a ton of other features to make your ticket buying experience better. Go check out SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Get that winning feeling from the gridiron and beyond with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FLOCK. New customers can score $150 in bonus bets instantly for betting just $5 on anything. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code FLOCK. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Maryland. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball terms.
Win tickets to Third Eye Blind Monday in the 3 o'clock hour with Kirk and Marianne here on 98 Rock.
Third quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. Jerry Sandusky and Hall of Famer Rod Woodson with you on an absolutely soggy Saturday in Baltimore as the Ravens and Steelers currently knotted at 7 with 13:13 to play in the third quarter. There is literally nothing in this stadium that is dry at the moment. The fans are soaked. The coaches are soaked. The rain gear is soaked. The field is soaked. I will say this. The technology that has drained water from this field is amazing because this field should have been underwater by now. On first down, Najee Harris, big hole. He crossed the 45-50, and he gets all the way to the Ravens' 49-yard line. He'll get 15 yards right out of the gate, and the Steelers move the chains. You think back to the day, Rod, when you first came into the league, you didn't have the kind of field technology they have now. You would be playing in puddles.
I don't know if I played that long ago, Jerry.
It was black and white. I saw the highlights. I mean, fields used to have these big crowns in the middle.
Absolutely, they really did.
And the water would run off by the sideline. It was just mush. A tip of the hat to the Ravens field crew for the shape they have this field in today. Give us to Najee Harris right up the middle. That time, Michael Pierce has no way he's letting him pass, and he stacks him up after a gain of maybe a yard to the 48.
Yeah, Michael Pierce said, hey, don't you know I got a contract extension for 2 years? You can't run up the middle on me.
Some money made on that defensive front today. Michael Pierce getting a contract extension for a couple of years. Jadeveon Clowney, a $700,000 sack bonus as he picked up his 9.5 sack this season.
I would love to see him get a half a sack so he can have double digits in his career.
He's never had a double-digit sack season. Former first player taken in the draft. And he is having a year as a Raven. 2nd down and 8 for the Steelers. Give it to Harris. Tries to get outside the number. No room there. Jadeveon Clowney setting the edge, and he drops Harris for a loss back to the 49 of the Ravens.
Yeah, Daniels, the right guard, was blocking Clowney as he came out, and Clowney just pushed him to the ground and made the tackle on Harris.
Here's the thing with Clowney and Van Noy. These are not just two veterans. These aren't just two experienced guys. These are two guys who seem to have so much fun playing the game.
They do. They brought a lot of depth and a lot of leadership to this defense, to this franchise.
Puts the Steelers into a 3rd and 10 at the Ravens 49. Mason Rudolph will empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ravens with a 4-man defensive front, 2 deep safeties. Rudolph takes the snap and a whistle blown as a flag was thrown for delay of game.
Snap. Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So both offenses early in the 3rd quarter with costly delay of game penalties.
Well, I can tell you what, it was probably good that they had to delay a game because Clowney threw his tackle back on his back feet, and he had a running start at Rudolph.
Penalty puts the Steelers to a 3rd and 15. Mason Rudolph, 14 of 16 passing today for 77 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He bobbles the snap, and he has to fall on it back at the 41-yard line.
Is that considered a sack?
If it is, it's going to either Clowney or Van Noy.
They're both raising their hands.
They'd be happy to share a half. If they share a half, then Jadeveon Clowney just got the 10 sacks for the first time in his career.
Let's see the replay. See who touches him first. And it didn't see the whole replay.
We'll find out on the official stat after this punt. Presley Harvin's punt will be fielded by Tylan Wallace with a fair catch at the Ravens' 21-yard line. We'll get you up to speed on the sack when we get back. 10:21 to play, 3rd quarter. Tied at 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
You're not just a homeowner. You're also a bug in the basement with a frightening number of legs owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com and bring home a new American Standard heating and cooling unit, rated the highest in customer satisfaction year after year. Built to a higher standard, American Standard Heating and Cooling, and MidAtlanticComfort.com. That's MidAtlanticComfort.com.
Everyone knows that putting money aside in savings is really important. But then what? Should you keep your savings locked in a CD for a higher rate or keep them liquid in a money market? Can your checking account help you save too? Or is it about creating the right combination? We believe real banking is a conversation. Let's talk about the savings options that are right for you. Learn more at sandyspringbank.com. Member FDIC.
Companies looking to minimize total tax liability. They know.
Companies looking for a more flexible supply chain. They also know.
Looking to find new opportunities in the new economy? Then you should know
that BDO helps companies across industries plan and grow and thrive. In Baltimore and around the world, people who know BDO. Visit us at BDO.com.
It's more fun to be there for live Ravens football. And when you need tickets to the game, whether you want to cheer on the Ravens home or away, Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of fully verified resale tickets. Plus, so much more. Ticketmaster's interactive seat map, you'll get 360 previews of your section to make sure you have the best view of those pivotal plays. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. And mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze, so you have more time to enjoy the game. Find resale tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ravens. That's Ticketmaster.com/Ravens.
Josh Spiegel's award-winning news, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Tomorrow morning, Justin Scott and Spiegel, 98 Rock.
10:21 to play. Third quarter, tied at 7. Third quarter of this broadcast is brought to you by Safeway. Ravens will start the drive at their 21-yard line. The Steelers scored first in the first quarter on a Najee Harris 6-yard touchdown. And then it was Tyler Huntley to Isaiah Lakely for a 27-yard touchdown for the Ravens with 2:19 left in the half. And that's where we stand, all tied at 7. That game summary brought to you by Shepherd Pratt. Huntley will start the drive under center. Gus Edwards in the backfield. Pat Ricard goes in motion to give us the bus. And the bus is taken down at the 23-yard line after a very short game.
Yeah, they had 1.5 drives in the first half, the Baltimore Ravens, where they looked like they were in sync, moving the ball down the field. But they have to win on first down. You have to win on first down on the offense to put the defense on their heels, so that second down play and third down play becomes third and short or second and short.
A long field on a wet, cold, rainy day becomes an extremely long field. Tyler Huntley will hand it off to Gus Edwards, running off the right tackle. Not much room there. And he'll be stacked up for a gain of maybe 1 to the 24. It'll be 3rd down and 7 coming up. Strategically, if you're John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin, in a game like this, do you try to throw everything at the opponent and get a lead here early, or do you just try to hang around and make a move forward at the very end?
I mean, if I'm the Steelers, I'm trying to do everything in my world possible to win the football game now and later. For the Ravens, you can stick around, and you can steal the one right at the end because it really doesn't matter to you.
3rd down and 7, Huntley out of the shotgun. Blitz pressure coming. Huntley's going to be sacked back at the 15-yard line. T.J. Watt came hard off the left edge, collapsed the pocket, and the 3rd sack of the day for the Steelers sends the punt team on for the Ravens. That is sack number 19 this season for T.J. Watt.
Yeah, you gotta know where T.J. Watt's at, and at times you're going to have to bring somebody over there, put somebody over there to maybe the chipping before they go out.
And that time they brought Miles Jack on the blitz, so Justice Hill had to pick him up and couldn't help chip Watt. The punt fielded by Calvin Austin at the 30-yard line. Dekes his way a couple of yards forward to the 34, and he's planted into the soggy turf there. Tyler Ott, the long snapper, with the tackle. Rain continuing to pelt us here in Baltimore with 8:18 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Still tied at 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When you choose Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield for your team, you get exactly what's in our name. Care First. We're transforming healthcare to make care more affordable and more accessible for you, your business, and your employees. With the support of a team dedicated to the health of your people and access to a network of over 1 million providers, we've got your back and theirs with care. Learn more at carefirstforbusiness.com.
Let's enjoy the view. 'Tis the season for new beginnings at Toyota. Like the all-new redesigned Tacoma. The best just got better. Or check out a sporty RAV4 with available all-wheel drive. Or the spacious Highlander with seating for up to 8. And Toyota is the official automotive partner of the NFL, helping teams win at home and on the road. Visit buyatoyota.com today. Offers end January 31st. Toyota. Let's go places.
Is your phone plan messing with your savings plan? Don't get stuck paying for things you don't want. With Verizon, you only pay for what you need. And for a limited time, when you bring your own phones to a Verizon store, you'll get an amazing price on your plan. Plus, you'll save on things you actually love, like the Netflix and Max with Ads bundle. And it's on our award-winning 5G network. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today for an incredible deal. A better plan to save is Verizon. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Want to get even closer to your favorite NFL team and players? With the NFL Extra Points Visa credit card, you can earn points and redeem for exclusive experiences like pregame sideline passes, player meet and greets, and even Super Bowl tickets. Learn more at NFLExtraPoints.com and live your rewards. Subject to credit approval, NFL Extra Points Visa credit card accounts are issued by Comenity Capital Bank pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
This is Lamar Jackson on the home of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Rock.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
8:18 left in quarter number 3 as the Ravens and Steelers remain tied at 7. Well, the first half, the rain was coming down at a 45-degree angle. It looked like it was starting in the direction of Federal Hill and slicing in the direction of Russell Street. Now it's going in the opposite direction. It looks like it's raining in the direction of Federal Hill. And that's the direction the Steelers are moving in at the moment from our left to right. Mason Rudolph from under center. Najee Harris, the lone back. Harris will carry up the middle. He's got a crease. He's got room. He's to the 40. Spins his way to the 45. They'll get 11 yards and a first down. He was screaming for a face mask, but no penalty flag thrown. And he is right. Somebody looked like they got a hand on his face mask.
But that little counter or trap for the Steelers' run game has been the best run they had so far this year, or excuse me, today. Those 3 inside runs have been their longest runs of the day for the Steelers.
Tavius Robinson appeared to get a hand on the face mask, but no flag. First and 10 Steelers at the Pittsburgh 45. Mason Rudolph from under center. Double tight ends to the right. Quick toss to Najee Harris, sweeping to the right, tries to get around the edge, and he won't get there. He is taken out of bounds by Del'Shawn Phillips for a loss back to the 43-yard line.
Phillips has had a really good game tracking the ball inside out. Had that Peanut Tillman punch out in the first half.
That's his 12th tackle of the game.
He's flowing to the ball, making some plays for this defense.
And he's sharing the interior linebacker spots with rookie Trenton Simpson. I believe we've seen the last of Patrick Queen now. On second and long, Mason Rudolph under pressure. He is sacked. Trenton Simpson with his first NFL sack drops the Steelers quarterback back at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, you have to love the young kid from Clemson coming in, making a play, getting his first sack.
Third-round pick in this year's draft class.
He'll never forget this day.
He's been limited mostly to special teams, but that's a special moment for a fast rookie who came in like lightning and dropped the Steelers quarterback, setting up a 3rd down and 20. Interception opportunity for the Ravens. Mason throws a short screen, and his running back is dropped for another loss. They'll say Jalen Warren got just back to the line of scrimmage before he lost his footing.
Great job by the Ravens defense, especially the defensive front, getting vertical to pass rush to the quarterback. They saw it was screen. All of them put their foot in the ground, went out to the right-hand side, and made the tackle collectively.
Now Pepe Williams will be deep, awaiting the Presley Harvin punt. High spiral. Williams backs up, fields it with a fair catch at the 18-yard line. Ravens ball when we return. 5:32 to play, third quarter. Still tied at 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When it's time to move the ball down the field, you need Fidelity Mechanical Services on your team. Fidelity is the Mid-Atlantic region's premier provider of high-performance design-build mechanical systems and energy-saving solutions. Their proactive world-class service groups are the winning play. Fidelity Mechanical Services has been dedicated to service excellence since 1945. That's why the region's leading businesses, developers, and property managers rely on Fidelity Mechanical Services to design, build, and maintain their high-performance building systems.
Hello, realtors and lenders. The state of Maryland is here to help you sell more with the Maryland Mortgage Program. MMP offers robust resources that make home ownership an affordable reality for Marylanders. Maryland Mortgage Program offerings include home loans with down payment assistance, low interest rates, and even student debt relief. Help your potential buyers at mmp.maryland.gov and follow us on social media at MarylandMMP.
Why do so many Maryland small businesses trust Chesapeake Employers Insurance for their workers' compensation coverage? Our competitive rates, lower rates 8 years straight. Corporate dividends, $85 million awarded to safe customers through 2024. We are workers' comp specialists with in-house safety and claims teams. And we're Maryland proud, here for more than 100 years. Chesapeake Employers Insurance. For a quote, contact your agent or visit CEIWC.com.
Are you tackling the challenges of today's business world? Efficiency and security are the plays of the game. To level up, trust the team the Baltimore Ravens trust. Advanced Business Systems, the official IT partner and managed print services provider of the Baltimore Ravens. For cost containment and top-tier data security, call Advanced today or visit advancedstuff.com/ravensradio. Advanced Business Systems. We live and breathe this stuff.
It's Amelia rocking your weekday between 10 and 2 with 40-minute music marathons. Catch up with me on my Facebook, Amelia Nadia Rock.
Ravens take possession, 1st and 10, at their 18-yard line with 5:32 to play in the third quarter. We are tied at 7. Tyler Huntley in the offense trying to get something done in just impossible conditions. The Ravens offense has only put together 98 total yards today. Huntley 5 of 11 for 56 yards, but he does have 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Gus Edwards leads all ground gainers with 33 yards. Isaiah Likely, the leading receiver this afternoon, 2 catches for 31 yards and a touchdown. On 1st down, Huntley throws near side, sails it incomplete. He was looking for Laquan Treadwell at the 25-yard line, but it'll be 2nd down and 10. And this is what you don't like to see. John Simpson, starting guard, slow getting to his feet, but is going to stay in there.
You would love to see, since it is not great conditions on the field, misdirections. Try to get the offense or the defense moving in one direction. Hope they can slip down. A receiver can come wide open on the other side.
Treadwell splits wide to the right. Nelson Aguilar to the left. Gus Edwards in the backfield. Huntley takes the snap from the gun. Blitz pressure coming. His pass complete. Charlie Kohler has it. Turns and pushes his way to the 30-yard line. That is good for 12 yards and a Ravens 1st down.
And Kohler did a great job. He caught the ball. And normally I would say catch the ball with your hands. But in these type of conditions, you let the ball come to your body and catch the ball and secure the catch for the 1st down.
That's 2 catches on the day for Charlie Kohler, a career high. Ravens have some good-looking young tight ends to go along with the Pro Bowler Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and Charlie Kohler. Gus Edwards will carry, hit at the 30, spins forward, and backs his way for a couple of yards to the 32.
But again, I really don't remember the Ravens offense today running any misdirection. And I just think if you can get them, especially get Huntley out of the pocket so he can have different launch points, and then maybe it's a run-pass option for him. If nobody's open, he can run with the football if nobody's in front of him.
And may I recommend running away from T.J. Watt?
Well, a lot of times when you're a solid runner, you can run right at him. But the misdirection should come away from him.
Huntley under pressure, scrambling to the right, looking to throw, fires over the middle, completes out to the 48-yard line, and coming down with the catch and the 1st down is Nelson Aguilar. And there's an injured Steeler on the far side of the field.
That looks like T.J. Watt.
Oh, let's hope it's not. That is such a talented player. You would hate to see an injury. You hate to see an injury to anybody. But that guy's one of the gold standards. It is T.J. Watt. He is down on the ground, clutching his left leg and pounding his fist into the turf. I have such respect for what that young man has done. It was a non-contact injury. He leaped up Oh, no, it may have been contact with his own teammate. Oh, it was.
Oh, he hyperextended his knee.
He ran into defensive lineman Montravius Adams, who hyperextended the left knee of T.J. Watt. Watt jumped up to try to bat down the pass from Tyler Huntley, and when just as he landed, Montravius Adams came in and hit his left knee. And now he's being helped to the Steelers sideline. And you have to hope, as he's walking with some assistance, you have to hope it is not as bad as it appears. Because that young man is one of the truly great football players in this league.
Yeah. Good individual. We all know the Watt family, how dominant his brother was, how dominant he is. His other brother played fullback for the Steelers. They have a football family, and you would hope the young man doesn't have a major injury.
He'll go into the blue injury tent for further observation. The catch by Nelson Aguilar puts the ball at the Ravens' 48-yard line and gives the Ravens a fresh set of downs. 3:59 left to play in the third quarter. Tied at 7. The Ravens offense trying to get a scoring drive to fruition. It has been unrelenting rain today. It has not lightened up for so much as a moment this afternoon as it continues to just pound us here at M&T Bank Stadium. Tyler Huntley in the shotgun. Inside handoff to Gus Edwards, hit behind the line and powers his way forward to salvage maybe a yard on the play.
Misdirections help getting the defense to move one way and come back the other. And especially with Huntley getting him out of the pocket. If you can get him out of the pocket with no defenders in front of him, now he has an option to run or pass.
It'll be 3rd down and 9. Tyler Huntley with Justice Hill in the backfield. Huntley in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Huntley takes the snap. He's looking over the middle. Now he throws shy of the first down marker, incomplete, through the hands of Justice Hill, and the Ravens' drive will stall near midfield.
The ball near midfield.
And Jordan Stout and the punt team come on.
It was tough throwing the football down the field today.
6th punt of the day for Jordan Stout, who's having a huge day. He's averaging almost 60 yards of punt today. Calvin Austin is deep, awaiting the kick back at the Steeler 10. Stout, high, end-over-end punt. Austin will settle under it with a fair catch, and he makes the catch at the 11-yard line of the Steelers. 2:50 left to play in the third quarter. And Pittsburgh will have the ball starting at their own 11-yard line. In a game like choosing moves are really just about bury your opponent deep and then keep them deep so that you can get a little bit better field position each time until perhaps you can set up what looks like the kind of game where a field goal could be the difference.
Absolutely. And normally these games have come down to one score.
Mason Rudolph on first down will hand it off to Najee Harris. Bounces towards the outside, cuts it along the numbers, and gets out to the 15-yard line. Jeremiah Moon making the stop, along with the ubiquitous Delshawn Phillips. Meanwhile, T.J. Watt has left the blue injury tent and appears to be walking with the medical staff in the direction of the Steelers' locker room. That is not a great sign, obviously, for one of the most talented players in the NFL, felled by friendly fire. 2nd down and 5. Gives to Najee Harris, running along the right hash mark, and he pushes his way to the 20-yard line. He'll be close to a first down. Trenton Simpson makes the stop.
Yeah, that counter again has been the play that the Steelers' run game has gone to throughout the day and had success.
The good news for T.J. Watt is he's walking under his own power. He's not on the injury card. The bad news is he is walking to the Steelers' locker room. It is 3rd and inches. And the Steelers will convert with a quick toss and first down to George Pickens, who we have not heard from all afternoon. And shaken up at the end of the play is Del'Shawn Phillips, who is clutching his left hand or wrist. A little jet sweep to George Pickens. Jeremiah Moon had the tackle. I can't see where Del'Shawn Phillips could be shaken up. There's another Raven injured on the play.
Cannot see in the replay.
It might be Geno Stone. It appears to be Geno Stone. Again, you just hate to see this. It is Geno Stone. We have eyes on his numbers. We can confirm that. The medical staff is surrounding the Ravens' talented young safety who has had an unbelievable season, 7 interceptions.
But I don't see where he was contacted anywhere.
Me either.
On the...
Maybe possibly the wash of bodies at the end of the play could have rolled up on his leg.
It could be either that or landed on top of him.
He's sitting up as the medical staff takes a look.
I mean, a player who's just had an outstanding year, 7 interceptions, came in, took over for
Marcus Williams,
and just had a great year.
Now Stone is up.
He's hobbling. So
he is walking. Yeah, he's walking under his own power, but with a conspicuous limp as he favors his left leg and will walk to the blue injury tent for further observation. And if you're wondering, okay, why doesn't John Harbaugh just take all the starters out? There aren't enough players to do that.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't sit everybody on the sideline. Somebody has to play. He's got Tyler Linderbaum out. He's got Agent Zero, Roquan Smith out.
Well, people have to understand there's only 47 active players on game day. You can't take everybody out. Everybody can't not play. If that's the case, you're going to play 7-on-7 football.
Keep in mind, you already have Kyle Hamilton inactive today.
You got Kyle inactive today in the secondary. You got Humphreys inactive today. You're trying to take care of your players. It's just unfortunate. You play a physical game. Sometimes guys do get hurt.
Andrew Adams, a player who's a 7-year veteran, signed to the practice squad in October, is in at safety now, along with Marcus Williams. Steelers for the 1st and 10 at their 23 with 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. And the give is to Najee Harris, and Najee Harris has not got much room to get anything. There he's stacked up at the 25-yard line. Tavius Robinson doing a good job setting the edge on the left side of the defense and limiting the Steelers to a gain of 2.
And we can see Phillips on the sideline. He's getting worked on. Looked like his left shoulder on the bench.
Second and 8 for Pittsburgh from the Steeler 25. Final minute of the third quarter. Inside handoff. Najee Harris churns his way forward for a few yards to the 28. It'll set up a third down and about 5 for Pittsburgh.
And I would think they're going to let this clock run out and go to the fourth quarter.
Rod's instinct look on point as usual. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 3 quarters in the book on an absolutely frigid, wet, rainy day. Week 18, the regular season finale. We head to the final quarter of a Ravens and Steelers game in familiar territory. All tied at 7 apiece on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Did you know mental health can be a team sport too? Everyone knows someone who's facing mental health challenges. When this happens, having a team of experts focused on your recovery makes all the difference. Shepherd Pratt, recognized among the nation's best hospitals, offers a full range of services with programs in 16 Maryland counties that give you access to mental health experts and treatment options that can help you live your best life. We're with you for understanding, hope, and support without judgment. Visit shepherdpratt.org/Ravens. Shepherd Pratt is a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens.
Hey, Ravens fans, caw-caw! GEHA wants to give you the chance to show your purple pride with an exclusive pregame Ravens tunnel experience. Be there as the Ravens get ready to take the field with the GEHA Tunnel Takeover Sweepstakes, which includes 2 tickets to the game, parking, passes to the Backyard Bash, and gift bags. Learn more at BaltimoreRavens.com/GEHA. That's BaltimoreRavens.com/GEHA. Government Employees Health Association is a proud partner of the Ravens.
Get that winning feeling from the gridiron and beyond with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FLOCK. New customers can score $150 in bonus bets instantly for betting just $5 on anything. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code FLOCK. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Maryland. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball terms.
No matter where you're headed, Citgo is a good place to start. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, driving range or drive-in theater, Saturday morning soccer or Sunday brunch, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going and keeps your engine running cleaner and smoother along the way. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Good to go.
What'd you stand in a long line for? Monday at 4 with Kirk and Marianne on 98 Rock.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
And the fourth quarter starts the way so many of these Ravens and Steeler games have played out. We are all tied up. It's 7-7. No points scored in the third quarter. Steelers scored a touchdown in the first quarter. The Ravens in the second quarter. Now we head to quarter number 4 with the wind and the rain continuing to swirl through M&T Bank Stadium, and the temperatures continue along in the upper 30s. Mason Rudolph will start a third down play in the shotgun. Has time, fires across the middle. It's caught. Look out, room to run. Deontay Johnson to the 20, 10, 5, and in for the touchdown. And the Steelers, with the first big play of the game, pull ahead of the Ravens to start the fourth quarter. A 71-yard throw, catch, and run.
I'm trying to figure out where Marcus Williams was going. He went right in front of the pass to Johnson and didn't even make a play on the ball.
Did he not see it? Chris Boswell for the extra point try. His kick is good. 14:49 to play in the ball game, and the Steelers have moved back in front. A 71-yard touchdown. Mason Rudolph to Deontay Johnson.
Watching the replay, Marcus Williams was right there. He was too short. He didn't get depth on his drop. So when the ball was thrown, it went right behind him.
Rock Yassin gave chase, but Deontay Johnson had too far of a lead. There's a penalty flag down after the extra point attempt, and Brad Allen and his crew continue to have another long conversation. Here's the referee.
The result of the play is a successful try. After the play is over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 92. That 15-yard penalty is assessed on the kickoff.
Which will make it all the easier for a touchback. So the Steelers celebrate the longest touchdown of the day, the second for Pittsburgh, and the go-ahead points.
And as a defensive unit, you know they haven't been running the ball that well against you. And it's tough to throw the ball down the field. So you have to get a little more depth as safeties, making sure the ball never goes over your head, because throwing a 35-yard, 40-yard bomb down the field is unlikely.
Yeah, that was probably about a 20-yard completion and then a 51-yard run after catch.
And it was a dart. He was trying to cut the wind. That ball was right at him.
Well, we get word now from Pittsburgh that T.J. Watt is out for the rest of the game with a knee injury. That injury report brought to you by Baltimore Banner. The exact extent of that knee injury will not be available, obviously, until tomorrow after an MRI. Chris Boswell's kick taken for a touchback. And now Tyler Huntley and the offense face a considerable amount of pressure. They'll start the drive at their 25-yard line, but the Ravens offense has only gained 129 yards all day.
Yeah, the Steeler defense is challenging the Raven offense to throw the football down the field. They're playing soft zones. They don't believe they're going to run the football and try to be successful running the football. And they're challenging them to take some shots down the field to make some throws.
Tyler Huntley starts the drive in the shotgun, hands it off to Gus Edwards, and the bus stretches the ball across the 30-yard line. We'll pick up 5 to start the drive. Check that Melvin Gordon on the carry. After seeing Geno Stone leave, after seeing T.J. Watt leave, I think everybody has an added measure of caution now. Tyler Huntley bunches 3 receivers to the right. Now he sends Aguilar in motion to the left. Huntley hands it off, and that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
Melvin Gordon bottled up for a loss back at the 28-yard line.
A zone read where Huntley could have pulled the ball, or if that was just a called run. Sometimes so hard to see if it's a zone read or that it's a true run.
I think that was read option, because you can see he held his hands in there waiting for the last second, and then he made the wrong read because he should have pulled the ball. Marcus Golden, the inside linebacker, was all over that play. Huntley facing a 3rd down and 6. He'll throw from the shotgun. His pass is complete right to the 35-yard line. Nelson Aguilar backs his way into the first down, and the Ravens offense stays on the field.
And they're giving him that 5-yard throw throughout the whole game. As a quarterback, you just have to be willing to take the throw and catch to get the 5 yards and add first downs.
So the Ravens got a first down. Only their 8th of the game. Pat Ricard, Nelson Aguilar, Laquan Treadwell come to the right. Now Aguilar goes in motion and sets to the left side of the line. Huntley in the shotgun. He'll give it to Melvin Gordon, and Gordon working his way on the left hash mark, gets out to the 37-yard line. He'll get maybe 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 12:45 left to play in Week 18. The Ravens playing from behind, trailing the Steelers 14-7. Rod has shared the Ravens have lost 3 straight to Pittsburgh here in Baltimore. They've lost 5 of the last 6. They lost back in Week 5 in Pittsburgh, 17-10. Huntley to throw. Swing pass out of the backfield. Justice Hill run right out of bounds after a short gain to the 38-yard line. Levi Wallace. Had that one read perfectly and limits the Ravens to a very short gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, it's been a tough goal for this Raven offense. I mean, Huntley is 9 for 18 for 93 yards, 1 touchdown.
The Ravens need a play here. A 2-score game would be catastrophic in these conditions. Blitz pressure coming. Huntley throws. His pass is caught by Nelson Aguilar, who was crushed after he held on to that ball. I don't know how he held on to it. Miles Jack hit him low. Patrick Peterson hit him high. Legal hits. But in Tahiti, under the greatest weather conditions, that would have been a hard ball to hold on to.
I tell you, and when he went back to the huddle, they had a close-up look at him, and he had his eyes looking around going, oh, what was that? But outstanding concentration in traffic with Nelson Aguilar.
And a huge third down conversion. 1st and 10 Ravens at their 49. Tyler Wallace goes in motion. Tyler Huntley steps up in the pocket. His pass is batted down. Montravius Adams got his big left hand on that ball. And the Ravens face a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Todd Monken has not had more misdirections in this game to get that defense moving in one direction and come back the other.
Ravens break the huddle. They'll come to the line at their 49. Moving our left to right, rather, in the direction of Federal Hill. Aguilar goes in motion to the left. Blitz pressure coming off the edge. Aguilar is the receiver, catches the ball at the line of scrimmage, darts his way to midfield, but it's taken off his feet after a short gain. And Landon Roberts with the tackle. And he puts the Ravens into another 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 8 on the Steelers side of midfield with 10:43 left to play in the ball game.
Yeah, the defense is flowing fast for the Steelers. They're looking at the football. They're tracking the football. And that's why I would believe misdirections will hurt them in some capacity.
Tight end and 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Huntley to throw on 3rd down. Fires incomplete to Tylan Wallace at the 35-yard line of Pittsburgh. No flags on the play. And the punt team will have to come on with 10:18 left to play. And that is a costly failed conversion on 3rd down because possessions now become crucial. The Ravens, barring a fluke set of circumstances, will at most have 2 more shots at the ball, maybe only 1. Jordan Stout hits an end-over-end punt. Calvin Austin settles under it at the 9. Fields it cleanly, comes to the near side, gets a block, he's got room, 20. Near side 30, 35, hit by Jordan Stout and taken down at the 42-yard line. And the Steelers now with excellent field position after the Brandon Stevens tackle. 10:03 left to play in the ball game. Pittsburgh with the ball, Pittsburgh with the lead. 14-7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
With BetMGM, you can make live betting on the Ravens game even more exciting. Log in 2 hours before any Ravens game this season, and you'll get a 50% live odds boost token. Use the token to place a live bet on the Ravens game. And if your bet hits, you'll boost your winnings by 50%. Only at BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 or older to wager. Maryland only. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM National Harbor.
What keeps you excited during a Ravens game? For me, it's knowing I get to watch my favorite team take to the field and do what they do best, play a little Ravens football. Now, where do we get that excitement? From Purple Fridays at Dunkin', where fans can get a free classic donut with any beverage purchase when they order ahead using promo code PURPLE. That's promo code PURPLE. Just like our team runs on our cheers, Ravens fans run on Dunkin'. So fuel up every Friday through December 29th. Kick off your Purple Fridays with the right play at Dunkin'. Make a run to Dunkin', the official coffee and donut of your Baltimore Ravens.
Want to get even closer to your favorite NFL team and players? With the NFL Extra Points Visa credit card, you can earn points and redeem for exclusive experiences like pregame sideline passes, player meet and greets, and even Super Bowl tickets. Learn more at NFLExtraPoints.com and live your rewards. Subject to credit approval, NFL Extra Points Visa credit card accounts are issued by Comenity Capital Bank pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
Companies looking to minimize total tax liability. They know.
Companies looking for a more flexible supply chain. They also know.
Looking to find new opportunities in the new economy? Then you should know.
That BDO helps companies across industries plan and grow and thrive. In Baltimore and around the world, people who know BDO. Visit us at BDO.com.
This is Justin Tucker on the flagship station of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Rock.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WIYY HD1 Baltimore.
The home of the Baltimore Ravens and Justin Scott and Spiegel mornings. This is 98 Rock.
10:03 remaining in the ball game. Steelers lead it 14-7. They start the drive at the Pittsburgh 43, moving from our right to left. Jalen Warren with a carry stumbles forward across the 45 to the 47-yard line. He's brought down there by Andrew Adams. Practice squad elevation this week, getting some playing time after joining the Ravens practice squad back in October. Well, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's pretty straightforward. A win for Pittsburgh today would position them for a trip to the postseason if they get the help they need. A Jacksonville loss. Jalen Warren will carry on second down. He's hit, spun, and stopped after a gain of maybe half a yard. Ball may have come loose at the end of that pile. The Ravens said it did. The Ravens said they've recovered. The officials descending. No signal yet from the officials.
I don't see any beanbags thrown out or anything of that nature. They're looking for it at the bottom of the pile. It's so hard to see what happened after that.
The Steelers hold on to the ball. The ball apparently did come loose, but Pittsburgh comes away with it. After Jalen Warren was hit, spun, the ball definitely came loose.
Oh, yeah, that ball's out.
And the Ravens were unable to come up with it. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh motivation, straightforward. A Steeler win today, and either a Bills or a Jacksonville loss tomorrow would put Pittsburgh in the postseason. 8:27 left to play. 3rd down and 6 for the Steelers. Najee Harris in the backfield. Rudolph to throw. His pass complete to Harris. Hit and taken down by Trenton Simpson, shy of the first down. Oh, what a play by the rookie inside linebacker.
That is a good tackle in space. I thought it was going to bounce off of him, but he wrapped up that left leg and wouldn't let it go.
I am so impressed with the progress we've seen from Trenton Simpson. Ron, I want to take you back to preseason. We saw the young man play. Terrific athlete. He had one of the greatest combines for a linebacker in recent history, but the game seemed like it was too big for him at this level. It's not too big for him today. The Steeler punt trickles inside the 5. It will get into the end zone for a touchback, and the Ravens will have it at their 20-yard line. 7:41 left to play in the ball game. Steelers 14, Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Need a little peace and quiet? Revitalize your spirit as you explore our winding country roads and make your way to our charming shops and cozy eateries. Here, everyone from the solo adventurer to lively families can experience rejuvenation and our timelessness. Lancaster County, Pennsylvania is an affordable haven for your next getaway. Visit discoverlancaster.com for more of what Lancaster County has to offer.
It's more fun to be there for live Ravens football. And when you need tickets to the game, whether you want to cheer on the Ravens home or away, Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of fully verified resale tickets. Plus, so much more. Ticketmaster's interactive seat map, you'll get 360 previews of your section to make sure you have the best view of those pivotal plays. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. And mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze, so you have more time to enjoy the game. Find resale tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ravens. That's Ticketmaster.com/Ravens. Are you tired of car troubles disrupting your routine? Look no further. Introducing AutoStream Car Care Center. At AutoStream, we pride ourselves in providing top-notch service from our team of certified technicians. Whether it's a simple oil change or brake repair, we've got you covered. For a limited time, enjoy $20 off any service of $100 or more when you show up to any of our locations with your Baltimore football gear. Call us now or visit our website, AutoStreamCarCare.com, to schedule your appointment. AutoStream Car Care Center, your trusted source for auto repair.
When you choose Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield for your team, you get exactly what's in our name. Care First. We're transforming healthcare to make care more affordable and more accessible for you, your business, and your employees. With the support of a team dedicated to the health of your people and access to a network of over 1 million providers, we've got your back and theirs with care. Learn more at carefirstforbusiness.com.
Let's enjoy the view.
Monday morning at 6:45 on Justin Scott and Spiegel. All the details you need about our Polar Comedy Show for Special Olympics on 98 Rock.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
Ravens came in today 13-3, looking to win their 14th game of the season for only the second time in franchise history. All 13 of their wins, they had at least 20 points. Today they are not close to that with only 7. Trailing the Steelers 14-7 with 7:41 left to play in the ball game. Fourth quarter of today's broadcast is brought to you by Toyota. Ravens come to the line, 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line. Gus Edwards in the backfield with Tyler Huntley. Tylan Wallace comes in motion to the near side. The give is to Edwards, rushing in between the hash marks, pushing the pile, and the bus will get it out to the 27-yard line with a 7-yard gain.
And that's how you have to win first down to help your quarterback and your offense on 2nd and 3rd down.
Ravens came into this game having scored 20 or more points in 11 straight games. Here's Gus Edwards, a nice hole. Crosses the 30, but the ball came loose. The Steelers have recovered. Another turnover for the Ravens. The initial signal is Pittsburgh ball, but the pile is still in a fight for the ball.
Oh, he dropped the ball as soon as he was going down and got punched out.
And that could be catastrophic, because with 7:14 left, the Steelers take possession on the Ravens' second turnover of the day.
Well, one of the refs that came in already declared the balls with the Steelers.
And coming out of the pile with the ball is Marcus Golden, Steelers linebacker, and the Steelers will get the ball on the outer edge of field goal range with 7:14 left to play. In these conditions where scoring has been so difficult, a 2-score game would be almost impossible to overcome. Well, we knew during warm-ups that ball security was going to be especially difficult today in these conditions, and it has been the case. The Steelers fumbled the ball early twice, but recovered both of them. They then turned the ball over once. The Ravens have turned it over twice. Mason Rudolph from under center will hand it off to Najee Harris. Big hole on the right side. Harris to the 25. And taken off his feet there, Jeremiah Moon on the tackle.
Yeah, those counters have been the favorite run of the Steelers today. And those have been the biggest runs for the Steelers today.
Steelers with 143 rushing yards today. I don't know how much you can or can't read into statistics in this game because you're using so many backups and you're using so many rotations. But I can promise you, in a close game with the Pittsburgh Steelers, everybody on that Ravens sideline is thinking find a way to win. Right now, that means finding a way to force a turnover. 2nd down and 2. Najee Harris up the middle. He's got a hole. He's got a 1st down and more as he cuts back to the right side. 15. Still pushing the pile forward, and finally has his forward progress whistled to a stop.
That's the exact same play in the opposite direction. Another counter coming back the other way has been the Steelers' favorite run today and most successful run today.
And that puts the ball in the Old Bay red zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 15 as we approach 6 minutes even left to play.
And this game, if it goes up to 2 scores, now you got to go into 2-minute mode if you're really trying to win the football game if you're Coach Harbaugh.
Mike Tomlin will take a timeout.
Charge timeout. Pittsburgh, they're first. It will be 30 seconds.
Play clock was running down, so the Steelers avoid the penalty. Looking at a 1st and 10 from the Ravens' 15. Back in the second quarter, after a Melvin Gordon fumble, the Ravens turned right around and forced a Jalen Warren fumble that Arthur Mollett recovered. They're in a similar situation here following the Gus Edwards fumble, the Ravens need to force a turnover because even a field goal likely makes this game out of reach for the Ravens.
Yeah, barring any big plays by the Ravens, they're going to get the field goal opportunity. But as a defensive unit, now you're going to start talking about stripping the ball to any of the running backs touching it.
Najee Harris is the lone back. Allen Robinson goes in motion. They give us to Harris up the middle, slams his way to the left side of his offensive line and pushes the pile forward to the 10-yard line.
That's the exact same run play again. They ran the same run 3 times in a row, but different directions. That's been their favorite run today.
Steelers fired their offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, former Terps interim head coach, back in November. And since then, it's been Eddie Faulkner, who's been the interim offensive coordinator, while the quarterback's coach, Mike Sullivan, is the play caller. It's an unusual situation, to say the least. But the Steelers looking for their 10th win of the season, trying to find a spot in the postseason tournament. Najee Harris will carry, looking for a crease, not much of one there. He's taken down at the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 1.5 for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and the Steelers again, they motion a guy over. They bring the tight end.
They're first. It will be 30 seconds.
They bring the tight end back across when the ball is snapped, trying to find this small crease against the against this Baltimore Raven defense. And the teams that have had success, the offenses that had success running the football, have ran something very similar to that. Having offensive linemen go in one direction, bring a blocker coming back across from that, and trying to find a crease in that little seam.
And it's worked for the Steelers today. Third down and 3 for Pittsburgh from the Ravens 8. 3 tight end formation for the Steelers. Mason Rudolph rolls out to the right. He throws to Najee Harris complete, and Harris will get the first down by about a yard before he is taken out of bounds by Patrick Queen. Now the Steelers will have a 1st and goal.
That was a little different rollout, naked boot that you normally don't see. I don't know if I've seen it ran like that before in the league.
Ball just inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Steelers. 4:13 left to play. Najee Harris, the lone back. He'll carry, and he loses his footing and slides down for a loss back at the 7-yard line. Crowd on its feet. And right now, after this crowd has endured 3 hours in a brutal rainstorm on a frigid cold day, I can promise you there's nobody standing here thinking this game doesn't matter. It feels like any Ravens-Steeler game at this point where you want to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens fans, they're standing up because they need this defense to get a stop or hopefully a turnover in best case scenario.
2nd and goal, Pittsburgh. From the 6. Give us to Najee Harris. He's got a bit of a room, but he's got to get closed down quickly as he is stopped shy of the 2-yard line. Marcus Williams.
Charge timeout.
Travis Jones on the stop.
They're second. It will be 30 seconds.
The reason for those Ravens timeouts, John Harbaugh recognizing this is almost certainly going to be a 2-score game. He's trying to conserve as much time as possible to give his offense as many chances as possible to do in the final few minutes of this game what they have not been able to do in the first 3.5 quarters of this game, and that is put points on the board.
And that last run was the same run they've ran this whole drive. That backside counter or trap, whatever you want to call it, and trying to find that inside crease for Harris to read. Mason
Rudolph from under center. Jet sweep, and it backfires as the Ravens blow it up. And Jalen Warren is tackled back at the 9-yard line. Trenton Simpson, the rookie linebacker who is having himself a big second half, read the play perfectly. It looked like a kid riding his brother's back at a horseback riding competition, and he rides him right into the turf at the 10-yard line. So the kicking team is on.
Charge timeout. Baltimore, their third and final. It will be 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 3:19. 3:19 on the game clock, please.
Chris Boswell will come on.
If they can get a block, if they can get a missed field goal, that would be a best case scenario for the Ravens. But John Harbaugh called timeouts because they're going to go into 2-minute mode. He still wants to win this football game.
So it'll be a 25-yard field goal try from the left hash mark for Chris Boswell.
Correction on the game clock. Set to 3:17.
25-yard field goal try for Chris Boswell. Presley Harvin, the punter, will hold. Boswell's kick on the way, and it's good. And with 3:13 left to play, it is now a 2-score game. Steelers 17, Ravens 7. You go back to week 5, the final score was 17-10. Here we are all these weeks later, all these players and plays later, all this weather later, and it's almost the same score.
It is. You know, for the Ravens having nothing to play for, they are playing tough, gritty football. I like to see this do a little bit different on offense. Just give your guys an opportunity to make some plays. Especially, I think Tyler Huntley, for him to say that, hey, I want you to drop back and throw the football. Give him some reads. Give him, level reads. And what I mean by that is, since they're playing these soft zones, give them a 9, a go route, a 7 on the same side with that deep kind of out route, so to speak, by the number 2 guy, and then a flat route. So he can read one side of it. Do bootlegs, misdirections, get him outside the pocket, let him make some plays for you. And hopefully in this last drive, in this last 3 minutes and 13 seconds, that he gets some of those opportunities.
Well, you're going to have to use the sidelines now because the Ravens have used all 3 of their timeouts. Their only stop will be the 2-minute warning. Boswell's kick will be taken for a touchback. The drive will start at the Ravens 25. So as you look at the Ravens drives this afternoon, 3 play. The first 3 possessions were 3 and outs. Their longest drive of the day was a 71-yard drive that led to their only touchdown. Since then, their drives have been minus a yard, -6, -5, a 31-yard drive, a 26-yard drive, a 12-yard drive. They need a 75-yard drive right now to have a shot at an onside kick and then a shot at a second score. Tyler Huntley to throw on first down. Quick toss complete to Nelson Aguilar, but a short gain only to the 30-yard line, a 5-yard pickup. Clock winding, 3:04 left to play in the game.
And he's going to have to take some shots down the field to kind of loosen him up a little bit.
Steelers with 2 deep safeties. Huntley to throw. Dunk pass complete. Justice Hill steps out of a tackle at the 40, spins to the 45, and Justice Hill gets all the way out to the 49-yard line with a first down. Tyler Huntley sprints out of bounds right at the first down marker. And that's good for a Ravens first down at the Pittsburgh 41. 2:08 left to play. The clock will restart as soon as they set the ball.
Yeah, they need to make something happen in the next several plays. If they want to have an opportunity to get the ball back, unless you get the onside kick.
Now referee Brad Allen is saying the Ravens did not get a first down. He's overruling the down judge who had moved the chains forward. It will be 2nd and 1.
Wow, boys, look.
On the field as the runner was short of the line of the game. It's 3rd down.
He had the ball in his right hand. If he would have put it in his left or at least reached out with the other direction, when the ball crossed the plane, when the ball's out of bounds, that's where the ball is going to be spotted at.
So it is 3rd down and 1 for the Ravens. Huntley in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to the left. Pocket collapsing. He throws incomplete to Justice Hill right at the 1st down marker. He threw it behind Hill. And now the Ravens could be down to their final play. 4th and 1 from the Steeler 41 with 2:03 left to play.
Yeah, the Steelers are playing a soft 2 coverage.
2 deep safeties.
So the middle of the field and what we call the honey hole shot, about 15 yards to 20 yards down the field to the sideline, is going to be open.
What do you call it?
Honey hole.
I ain't going there. 4th down and 1. Tyler Huntley takes the snap, steps up, and he'll get the 1st down as he puts his helmet down and dives to the 36-yard line. And the Ravens offense holds on to hope. It brings us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left to play in Week 18. It's the Steelers 17, the Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Sponsored by the Johns Hopkins Heart and Vascular Institute.
Pittsburgh 42. 7, they're at the Steelers 42. Steelers have a lot of players within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. He's back, and now Huntley is going to run forward, and he's going to be hit after the 1st down pickup. To the 2-minute warning, he gets the 1st down to the Pittsburgh 36-yard line. Time for the 2-minute warning, brought to you by Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle is proud to bring freshness, quality, and value to Steelers Nation. Visit your neighborhood store or order online with curbside pickup and delivery with a score. Pittsburgh 17, Baltimore 7. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
The best game day action is at Get-Go, where you can game day your way. Grab a premium coffee before kickoff. Load up on halftime snacks and drinks.
Only. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms. We have some breaking news that you Ravens fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Ravens flock. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. So Ravens fans can fan.
Need a little peace and quiet? Revitalize your spirit as you explore our winding country roads and make your way to our charming shops and cozy eateries. Here, everyone from the solo adventurer to lively families can experience rejuvenation and our timelessness. Lancaster County, Pennsylvania is an affordable haven for your next getaway. Visit discoverlancaster.com for more of what Lancaster County has to offer.
Wendy here. Listen 7 to midnight weekdays right here on 98 Rock.
Fourth quarter of today's broadcast is brought to you by Toyota. 1:58 left to play. Ravens trail by 10. Pittsburgh 17. Ravens 7. Ravens are out of timeouts. They are looking at a 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 35. The Ravens' only points in this game came back in the second quarter when Tyler Huntley hit Isaiah Likely on a 27-yard touchdown. Ravens need that and more in the final 2 minutes. Huntley pulls down a high snap, deep drop, steps up in the pocket, pumps once, he'll tuck and run 30. Stumbles. That is down after an 11-yard scramble to the Pittsburgh 26-yard line. Ravens have to sprint to the line. You can turf the ball here if you want, but you cannot turf the ball from the shotgun position. Huntley takes the snap in the shotgun. Steps up in the pocket, fires complete. Highland Wallace has it, and he's wrestled down at the 15-yard line with another 11-yard gain and another Ravens 1st down. Ravens' first trip of the day to the Old Bay red zone. 1:20 left. Huntley takes the snap. Look out. He's pressured. Has to scramble to the right to extend the play. Now he'll run to the 10. Hit, and he stretches the ball down to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking to score here, get the onside kick, and have an opportunity because they're not using the sideline. They're using the whole field.
1 minute even left to play. 2 receivers left. Charlie Kohler. Laquan Treadwell split to the right. Likely to throw. Running to the right, extending the play. Running out of room. Lobs to the end zone. It sails high and incomplete.
And we got some tired players on the offensive side for the Baltimore Ravens. And the same thing for the defense. Now, the defensive front can rotate. You normally don't rotate an offensive unit.
Steelers are going to take a timeout.
Charge timeout. Pittsburgh, they're second. It will be 30 seconds.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin saw his guys were tired, just like the Ravens guys.
Well, you've got a lot of guys like Charlie Kohler, Laquan Treadwell, who are not used to playing more than a handful of snaps in a game, and they're playing every snap today.
Oh, yeah, you can say the little Kohler ran like a little 8-yard out route. He walked the 8-yard out route.
They're just completely out of gas.
Oh, he was just out of gas.
Sure. Kohler stays in there along with Laquan Treadwell. Nelson Aguilar, who's had a big day. 45 seconds left. Ravens trail 17-7. They're obviously looking for the touchdown and the onside kick, and then possibly a second score to send this game to overtime or get 2 touchdowns. Huntley from the gun. 3rd down and 5. Takes the snap. Looking to the left, backpedaling under pressure, steps out of a sack, loses his footing, and he's dropped back at the 19-yard line.
They got to hurry up. They got to hurry up. They got to hurry up. They got to hurry up.
And they can't turf the ball now. They hurried the kicking team on as Justin Tucker will come on for a 36-yard field goal try. Clock is winding. 26 seconds left. 24 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time for the kick. 36-yard field goal try. And a whistle prior to the kick as Mike Tomlin uses his final timeout.
Prior to the snap. Charge timeout. Pittsburgh, their 3rd and final. It will be 30 seconds.
They had 12 guys on the field.
I was going to say, the only reason that Pittsburgh would have taken a timeout is that they were in position for a penalty. But even that, it wouldn't have given the Ravens a first down because it's 4th and 15. Mike Tomlin just trying to make sure he conserves his lead.
Yeah, you got...
So the strategy here, just to take you through it, if you're wondering why the Ravens don't go for it on 4th and 15, it's a 2-score game. You have to get 2 scores to send this game to overtime. You need a touchdown and a field goal. It doesn't matter the order they come in. You've got to get one of those scores here. If you don't get a score here, the game's over. You need a score, then you have to convert on the onside kick.
20 seconds on the game clock, please.
Justin Tucker's first field goal attempt of the day. It'll be a 36-yard try in between the hash marks. Tyler Ott with a snap. Jordan Stout with a hold. Tucker from 36. Kick on the way. Right down the middle and good. And with 16 seconds left, as these games tend to be between the Ravens and the Steelers, it is a 1-score game. Steelers 17, Ravens 10. So now the Ravens look to the long odds of a score coming off of an onside kick.
Now, do you do a conventional onside kick where you try to get the ball to bounce on the second hop and bounce in the air, or you do the new way where they kind of like squib it? They kick it and kind of go sideways, and hopefully it kind of bounces off somebody into your guys' hands.
In these kind of conditions, I think you have to challenge the Steelers to try to control a wet ball on the hop. I would kick it to I would angle it towards one of the up front players, but I would do it in such a way that they're going to have to catch a wet ground ball.
A fast one or a hop?
I'd hit a fast hop. I'd hit like a short hop. In baseball, like a short hop right in front of the shortstop's feet. That's what I would go with here. Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He squibs it to the right side, and the Steelers are going to recover it Connor Hayward, the backup tight end, smothers the ball, and that's going to do it. 15 seconds left, and Week 18 will end the same way Week 5 did. Pittsburgh 17, Ravens 10. The Steelers now keep their playoff hopes alive with this win. Pittsburgh will turn its full attention to tomorrow because the Pittsburgh Steelers, with the win, now need either, not both, just either a Bills or a Jaguars loss. There's the final snap. This game is now official. And as the rain continues to swirl around the stadium, the regular season has come to an end, with the Ravens falling to the Steelers 17-10. Pittsburgh sweeps the season series. The Ravens will close out the regular season with a 13-4 record, best in the NFL, top seed in the AFC. Backups get a tremendous amount of work today.
Getting the job done there, leading the way for Najee as a whole offensive line. What a sensational job. This was a fist-in-your-face football type of affair. There's the knee. It ends the game, which goes the Steelers' way. The Steelers keep their playoff hopes alive. They did what they had to do, and now they need some help, and so the praying continues. Final score here in Baltimore on an ugly day. A pretty win for the Steelers. They go 5-1 in the division, and that's number 10 on the year. 17-10, Pittsburgh wins it. Brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stay tuned for Steelers' first reaction and the Mike Tomlin post-game press conference. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network presents Steelers Football 2023. Brought to you in part by Acrisure, the official insurance and cybersecurity partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By 84 Lumber. 84 Lumber is a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By the Gateway Clipper, the best way to a Steelers game. By Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. Get food, volunteer, or donate at pittsburghfoodbank.org. By Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. By Independence Health System. Expert care here. By NSS Life, where family matters. By Pennsylvania Lottery. Play online today for your chance to win. And by PNC, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, guys, the Steelers win it 17-10. I'm down here on the field with the Landon Roberts. First of all, welcome back. How did it feel to be out there and be part of this defensive performance today?
I felt great. Me and the whole defense, I just wanted to make sure that these guys knew that, whatever it takes, I knew, what he could do. So I'm just glad he was able to get his opportunity and do it.
Passion. It's what winning teams are made of. Go to Autumn.
Miles Jack, man, when at the end, I say, hey, Miles, man, we need you. Bring it home for me. And he said, I got you, E. And I knew I had full confidence in him that he was going to be able to.
You guys took care of what you needed to do. What are you going to do tomorrow to watch the games and figure out what's next for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I'm going to probably get with Miles Jack and the inside backers, and we just going to sit in there and watch it pan out.
All right. Congratulations. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That was Landon Roberts. We'll send it back upstairs to you.
Thank you, Missy Matthews and Max Starks, for enduring this nasty weather in Baltimore. And how about Landon Roberts, what he has meant as an addition to this Steelers defense?
Oh, there's no question about it, Billy. Leadership, communication ability, and just down-to-earth toughness. That's what it's all about. He represents that great Steeler toughness.
Another former great Steeler, Max Starks, is standing by on the field.
All right, guys. This is going to be short and sweet. This is what we expected. We brought out the brooms on yet another division rival, right? I mean, to think about this, the Steelers went 5-1. Like you said, last time they'd gone, this was 2017 when they went 6-0. But 5-1, you don't win the division. Think about how crazy of a year it's been for the AFC North in general. The Steelers have endured it. And now, yes, we need help to get into the playoffs. But I also remember another time in 2000 and, let's just call it 5, just for a good number. We also needed some help going into Sunday. And the same things here. I think this team has found its stride. You see the collective just buy-in, the urgency. I wish it would have happened a couple weeks earlier so we weren't in this position, but we're here now. They've embraced it. They've gone to a place to make sure that they can handle what is necessary and needed and to run the football as effectively as they've done in the last 3 weeks, guys. Come on. It has been aesthetically pleasing to watch them punish other human beings in other jerseys the way that they have. And to do it in this fashion on this stage against this team of all the hated rivalries, this is the one I hate the most. And the weather.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Yeah, exactly. And the weather has agreed with me. The weather didn't even want to have to come here, but they're like, hey, the game's going to be played. Might as well rain on them. Might as well make it cold. Might as well make it miserable. But the Steelers overcame all that adversity and just played football. Just continually came out there, opportunistic opportunities on turnovers. The run game was here, and it was just an awesome thing to see. And, guys, I'm going to call it now. Hopefully we'll be back here in 2 weeks. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm going to put it in the universe. And with that, I'm out. I'm gone. Bye, guys.
Max Starks. Outstanding stuff for both you and Missy Matthews. Pittsburgh wins, so that's part of the equation. Now to make the playoffs, the Steelers need a little bit of help. They need Buffalo to lose. They need Jacksonville to lose. Or they need a tie between Houston and Indianapolis. That is the scenario, and I'll tell you what, when that flame is still flickering, there's still a chance for a fire.
Billy, this is so reminiscent to me of '89 when we were 6-7. We needed to win out to get in the playoffs, and by golly, we won out 9-7. Then we go into Houston and we beat Houston in overtime. Gary Anderson's first 50-yard plus field goal. He nails it. Then we go to Denver and we come within a drop pass of going to the AFC Championship game, all after starting off 0-2 with two of the most horrendous bad games ever in Steeler uniforms happened.
Thank you, Craig Wolfley. Today's first reaction brought to you by First National Bank. Let's get started. Member FDIC. From M&T Bank Stadium in nasty Baltimore. Weather-wise, I won't say anything else. I'll just leave it right there. Pittsburgh wins at 17-10. The Steelers win their 10th of the year. They're 5-1 in the division, and we'll talk about this division, which is crazy this year, when we come back with more of the postgame. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Chalk Talk, presented by Giant Eagle, is live from Market District in Robinson on 102.5 WDVE on Tuesday nights with Steelers tight end Pat Fryermuth. Stop out to win game tickets and meet our show hosts. Chalk Talk airs Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. from Market District in Robinson.
Some companies will promise you anything to get your business. This is Brian Murphy, owner of Easy Home Exteriors. We don't deal with high inflated prices. We just offer windows, doors, roofing, siding with fair, honest pricing the first time, every time. At Easy Home Exteriors, we make it easy for you with a free estimate. You don't even have to be home. Call 412-678-7008 or visit us at easydidit.com.
Football is all about protection. Helmet protects your head, the runner protects the ball, the line protects the QB. But what's protecting you? With Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace, you can protect yourself with high-quality health coverage at the lowest costs. It's open enrollment. Doors are open for Pennsylvanians to apply and enroll at penny.com. Enroll now. Special extension until January 19th. You're worth protecting at pennie.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
At Duncan Financial Group, we want to help our clients protect what matters most. Our team of dedicated professionals can help you with
all lines of personal insurance,
investments and estate planning, income tax, estate and inheritance tax. Visit us at DuncanGRP.com and we'll make it all work together for you.
Shopping for a new or certified pre-owned car? Thinking Kia? Think South. South Hills Kia is Pittsburgh's home for all things Kia. Come see the all-new 2023 Kia EV6 all-electric SUV or the redesigned 2023 Kia Sportage, available as a hybrid or plug-in hybrid, or the fuel-efficient 2023 Kia Forte. See where value meets styling. Don't see your dream car on their lot? Ask them about pre-ordering from their incoming inventory. South Hills Kia, Route 19, Peters Township. Shop anytime at southhillskia.net.
The Pittsburgh Steelers play here on DVE.
So the Steelers defeat the Baltimore Ravens 17-10. Baltimore, of course, playing many backups, but still the Steelers did what they had to do, and now they keep their playoff hopes alive. They have to depend on teams like Miami, and also got to depend on the Tennessee Titans. Either one of those situations, and the Steelers could end up extending the season into the playoffs. Mason Rudolph, 18 of 20 for 152. For a rating of 115, one touchdown, and that 71-yarder to Deontay Johnson was the difference in the outcome.
It really was, and what a beautifully scripted combination route tree they ran there to freeze the inside linebackers in the zone coverage, and on the outside, the corners, and allowing Deontay to split in between Pat Freiermuth and George Pickens in the route combination, and he hit the inside, and wow, he never looked back. What a great view that was to watch Deontay just cruising into the end zone.
And Missy Matthews overheard him as he came to the sideline saying, I haven't run that long since high school.
Yeah, well, it's a good time to pull out the long one right there.
Okay, if the Bengals can win against the Browns, and they are favored, this whole division finishes above 500. That's never happened in the history of this league for a division to end up on the plus side. But the AFC has been superior this year.
Oh, there's no question about it. The AFC North, we've got going into this weekend, had the most wins of any division. None come close, not even close.
Nanook of the North has just re-entered the booth.
Yes, our man Max.
Max Starks is soaked from top to bottom, but did a whale of a job, as did Missy, fighting the elements and doing a great job from the sideline to describe this Steelers 17-10 win.
No, I'm not going to hug you, Max. You want to hug? No, you ain't getting a hug from me. Go ahead and hug Danny or Wes.
Najee Harris finished with a very good game. 112 yards rushing on 26 carries, an average of 4.3, including a touchdown. And the Steelers are able to extend their playoff hopes, and let's just do some rooting tonight and tomorrow. And it'll be interesting to watch because one of the games that may have a steep impact on the Steelers' hopes happens tomorrow night.
Absolutely. But I just want to point out a couple things. 6 of 15 on third down. That's a good job, 40%. That's a nice job of keeping the chains rolling there. Mason Rudolph showing nice mastery of running this offense in terrible weather. Just terrible weather. And that 112 yards by Najee, incredible. Think about it. You still had Patrick Queen. You still had Roquan Smith in the middle. You had Michael Pierce. You had all Justin Matabike, all out there doing their deal, and yet this offensive line came off the ball continuously going, and they ran. How many times did they run it straight away, basically? I mean, many, many times, and that was a bludgeoning, and it was fierce. It was hotly contested, and what a great job by that offensive line.
Steelers did fumble the ball 6 times. They lost 2. Baltimore fumbled it twice, lost both. So that stat was even. And the Steelers end up with a plus 11 on the season, turnover takeaway. And that is pretty darn good.
That is awesome. That's really good stuff. And for the Steelers, you can see over the last 3 weeks here, Mason's just done a terrific job of protecting the ball.
17-10 Steelers. Let's go downstairs to Mike Tomlin for his post-game remarks.
Man, I'm just really appreciative of the effort of the guys. Obviously, this is a tough place to play. That's probably 3 or 4 years in a row right there that we've been able to come up here and get it done. And so we're thankful for that, for the efforts. It was a tough environment today from a climate perspective. The ball security component was a challenge, but it was a challenge for both teams. I thought it was significant in terms of how the game unfolded, particularly in the first half for us. We were down there in scoring territory a couple of times, man, and came away with no points because of lack of ball security. But as I said, it was going to be a challenging environment, and it was. Thankfully, we made enough plays to secure victory. Can't say enough about Eric Rowe. Man, on another elevation, man, made a significant play on that punch out. His efforts, Miles Jack's efforts, man, just solidifying us in some positions, man, where we were really low on manpower. And those two guys have been significant, not only today, but over the last 3 weeks in terms of what we've done. Obviously, Rudolph's done a nice job, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention those two guys as well. TJ is being evaluated with a knee injury. I'll have more information probably next time we get together. Obviously disappointed in that, but, you know, there are challenges in the game of football. There are challenges in life, and so we'll deal with it, whatever it may be. I'll pause and open up for questions.
Mike, what's the feeling in the locker room? Is there a sense of accomplishment, what you guys have done these last 3 games?
You know, we really focused on what we needed to do today. There's a sense of accomplishment regarding that. And so we'll see about all that other stuff.
How do you approach these next 24 hours?
You know, we did the work that we needed to do today. And so that's less important.
Mike, was the plan to put it on Najee's back, and especially considering the conditions?
Especially considering the conditions, yes.
Mike, you came off the field yelling off the couch. Was that about Eric Rowan and Miles Jack?
Yes.
You know, there's some guys that handle those kind of conditions better than others, and Najee one of those guys?
You know, Najee has a certain demeanor and play style that we covet and value. That's why we went to Tuscaloosa to get him. Today was an example of that.
Coach, when you talk about these playoff scenarios, are you going to be tuned in to the TV, or is it something you're just going to kind of...
I don't know yet. I hadn't thought about it. Like I said, we were more concerned about the variables that we had control over. Those other ones are less important. We did what we needed to do this weekend.
Mike, I know you said TJ's being evaluated for a knee injury. Did he try to come back in after getting evaluated on the sideline or anything?
I don't know that.
Anyone else? What does it say about Mason to have the confidence to sit in there and throw that ball after he had a couple knocked out of his hands earlier in the game?
Like I mentioned several weeks ago, when we put him in the lineup, he has a unshakable confidence in himself, and it is real.
Like the kick return where Godwin went out of bounds, just what does that say about the way that Danny Smith coaches that route for him to have the presence of mind to make that play?
It's just preparedness. That's what we do. We go through scenarios. It's not anything dramatic, to be quite honest with you.
Mike, Calvin Austin gave you some decent field position with some of those returns.
Yeah, he had ball in the hand plus grass. They got a talented punter, but he created opportunity for us at times, and so thankful for that. We didn't necessarily take advantage of the field position, you know, particularly that last one. We think we got the ball there to midfield with him roughly, and we weren't able to do anything with it.
Did you like how you were able to hold on to running game for the most part?
You know, we knew there would be a commitment to it, not only because of their style of play, but environmentally, and so that was an asset to our cause, no doubt.
What did you see from Marcus and Nick after TJ went down and hold on the floor?
You know, they did what we expected them to do. We brought Marcus Golden in here because he is a capable, savvy veteran, and so, you know, he did what we expected.
Anyone else? All right.
Thanks, guys.
Today's Mike Tomlin press conference was brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Tom Opferman. I've got your scoring drive recap next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Radio Network.
Wolf here for Caliente Pizza and Draft House. At Caliente, you can score a hat trick of 3 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $33.33. Get your Caliente Pizza hat trick at any Caliente location or online at worldsbestpizza.com. Caliente, the pizza of champions.